people. Who is here?
Like a dry curtain.
Madam Sheikh, who's it? Hello people, what's up, what's up? In a few seconds, we just see if we can get me a drink. Oh, the Sunday people. Trying to get a drink. Sorry for my lateness. Baby. Oh my goodness. Sorry for my lateness, people. I hope the fan is not too much in your background. It's hot over here. We just had a thunderstorm. That's how hot it is. Got that for cool with them. Good afternoon, everyone. Samara, Vencia. Big up yourself. Tashim, big up yourself. Up top, chop chop. Bless up yourself. Sunday going well. Drop me a drop of sleep and wake and sleep time. You can't sleep, but sleep I go wake up Kevin live. There's no way you can't sleep when Kevin live. Tell that baby this, oi. Uncle Kevin time now, you know, so you have to wait till Kevin come off of the live before me can go sleep. Somebody asked, tell me the other day, so we need a hair. Me need a hairstyle. They don't understand who's a dread. I never tell nobody say me rasta, you know. Me a dread. Dread no comb then here. Me dread me here because me no want comb it. You understand? So if you no comb, nobody feel no way. I'm not a nappy dread, but me no really like comb here. That's why I put on locks. Collect to go on. Bless up. All the people in the building just go on. Give the live the thumbs up. You know the drill. Checking in with everyone to see how they're doing. Maribel, big up yourself. I'm in a better spirit today than I was Friday. Giving God thanks. You all know the situation. I'm not really going to talk about it on live because I don't really like people know my business too tough. But respect everybody for the prayers and the shout outs. And you don't know, respect due goes out to all of you, my supporters, my fans, and my ACs. Yeah, your condition. Alcan, big up yourself. Persons who are chipping in, just tell me how you're doing. What is your day like, or what has your day been like so far? Want to make sure that I'm okay, so all my viewers are okay just the same. Let me just try and get my laptop up and running so I can read the comments from the laptop, as it's much easier to do so. Remember guys, give the video a thumbs up please and thank you. Shay was supposed to be on this live with me to come give some jokes or something of the sort. May wait for her because you know teenagers have them one mood and vibes and flow and swing. You have to catch them when they're in the mood for you. Because if you don't catch them when they're in the mood for you, then you're on your own. Hang in there, my day is wet. Hang in there. We just had a thunderstorm over here. K, big up yourself. We just had a thunderstorm, lasted for about maybe 40 to 50 minutes. Like whoop, big old rain and all kind of things that blow off of the balcony. And you swear say, I eat that Jesus will come, Madam Sharon from lightning and all these things, but then never last forever. It was just 40 minutes and it done. Because basically it's very hot over here, so maybe God did that cool down the place. Him did that cool down the place. So I was on the topic of relationship the other day when I had to come off the topic, but I still feel like I want to continue the topic and then maybe move into something else. The long distance relationship, I still want to finish my thoughts or my chain of thought. Because, as I was saying, there are three things that people need to always bear in mind when it comes to long distance relationship. Changes that mean you may have to put up with a few changes within yourself, as well as the other person or the other party, and at the same time the challenges that comes with it, as also the commitment that comes with long distance relationship. Long distance can be two persons living in the same country, but they're 3 to 4 hours away. That is still long distance. It's not like you live in the same community where it takes half an hour to get to you. But also there are persons who are living like a plane away. Not even saying 3 hours drive away, a plane away. Like, that's really far. If you don't book a ticket, if you don't have the money to book a ticket, then it's hard for you to visit the person. Then you have to book a vacation. It's not like when you're in the same country, you can take a day and run to visit the person and return. It's not the same when they have to take the plane. So, good evening, Sandra. Big up yourself. Happy Sunday. Bless up, Melissa. Bless up yourself. Baby and baby mother is doing fine so far. I'm giving God thanks for being merciful unto us. Chevanese, bless up yourself. She's not bad. She's still taking the puffer and whatever they gave her to take. So far, it's good. I'm seeing improvements. We just pray that she continues to improve from there, and all stays well. So I want to get back to the long distance relationship, if you all permit me to. Thank you all for checking in on my fiance. I do appreciate your love and your prayers. Big up, bless up. Like we say, realize everyone ain't loyal. So when I find few loyal people, I cherish them, and I make sure let them know how much I appreciate them. Because good people hard to come by. Good people are hard to find, and the easy people who come by and are really good. Like them say, true friends are few, false friends are many. True friends love you, false friends love money. So like I say, every time you come on my blog, I guarantee there is something to learn. I don't really smile much because I'm not really a smiley person. I'm kind of more hardcore, so it takes a lot to make me smile. And even when I get the joke and it's funny, I don't know, I don't really smile much. So if y'all looking to see Kevin smiling, even when I'm happy and excited, you'll hardly see a smile out of me. I just know my thing. It's just not my nature to smile up and all that. So I don't know the thing go. So about the long distance relationship now. Persons think that a lot of times people would say, I'm this type of person and I'm not change. Right? I'm not change to please nobody. And I would say to people that when you speak like this, it's not good for the other party who wants to get in a relationship with you. Because if you're just going to look at it and say, me not change to please nobody. Like, what are you trying to say? Somebody like you and somebody wants to date you, but then this is how you come across. Me not change to please nobody. So if you come across in that way, then nobody's going to want to date you. You understand? Nobody's going to want to date you because it's a case where you're coming across and your tone and body language doesn't sit well with the people who would want to support you, which doesn't make any sense to me. Because if a person wants to support you and be in a relationship with you, and then you're going to make the person feel as if, what? I don't want to be in a relationship with you because you don't intend to change, you don't want to change. Like I said, long distance relationship is very, it takes a lot of communication, it takes a lot of understanding. And for people who don't want to change or don't believe in changing, then they're going to always have further problems, not only with the relationship, but with communication. Why am I not seeing the video I'm looking for? If I'm going to give up my life and my time to be with you and spending time with you, then you have to understand that I need more out of you than just sex. I need more out of you where I need to understand you and you need to understand me. I think it's definitely has challenges, but it's all about trust with the relationship, also the communication. Exactly. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody and you can't trust the person and you can't build a bond with the person, then that is not going to work, period. Because for two to walk, they must agree. And I mean, this for the Bible. For two to walk, they must agree. And if I can't agree with you and understand you and what you're saying, then we're not going to have a successful relationship, right? So when you're getting to know the person on the phone or on the gadget, whether it's a video call or a regular phone call, within the first 2 months of getting to know the person, lay all your cards out. For me, I like to party. What if the person say I like the movie? Then you have to understand that when we meet up, it's not going to be all about sex. Sometimes we're going to go to a party, sometimes we're going to go to the movie. So we get to spend time with each other doing what each other likes and not just what one person likes. Right? So in relationship, people have to go with an open mind and understand that this is not just about you or just about me anymore. It's about us getting to know each other and what works best for both of us. When you're getting to know somebody in long distance relationship, sometimes you have to keep the hearsays out. The friends say he says she say out. A lot of social media people like to get involved in people's relationship. Like when I try dating this person, somebody messaged me and say, "Oh, last month she had a different stud up on her profile picture, and next month she have you up like what kind of dolly or stuff." I'm like, I don't really care too much about a person's past and who they've been with, because we all have our past and we treat things differently. We treat people differently. Because she was with somebody last month, she put up that person, okay, it never worked out. She moved on and she's now with me. Nothing is wrong with her showing her affection for me on her social media. Like, to me, those things don't matter. A lot of persons would say, I'm not going to put you up on my social media till we get to 2 years or 6 months or a year of being together. To each his own. I don't judge people based on their past. I was a player. If Tasha was to judge me based on my past, she would never be with me right now. She would never be wearing my ring if she would have judged me from my past. When she met me a couple of years ago, I wasn't ready to settle down. And I would not even say I was a player, but because black people say you're a player because you're not ready to settle down, that's the name that black people tend to give it, our society, then I just work with it. But I would say my definition of what I was then was that I was not ready to settle down. I wanted to take the time to heal from the previous relationship, and I wanted to take the time and invest in me. Being a committed relationship during the time when I'm trying to get to know me as a transgender who just came out and just started testosterone and going to school and being a single parent, having to take care of my daughter on my own. That's like 3 jobs. My transition was a job, my daughter is a job, and school was another job. Plus, I have 2 jobs outside of that. I'm working at a security club, at the security job at the club, working as a security at the club, and then I'm doing placement with working with people who are HIV positive and persons who uses substances. That was like 5 people wanted me, 5 different type of obligation. I couldn't take on a 6th one because a relationship would be too much. So I'm like, we can see each other when we feel like do whatever. But we kept the communication open until I got rid of some of those things. And I decided, no, I'm going to prioritize now and settle down. So in long distance relationship, you have to lay your cards out. Adi, bless up yourself. Mr. Rolling, K Chambers, it's not their business. Exactly. Exactly. So keep friends out of the relationship when it just starts. Wait, and you can let them know you're dating somebody or about to date somebody, you're talking to somebody, but too much hearsay sometimes is not good. So you have to limit the communication and the contents of your communication with your friends as it relates to the person you're dating. Say example, you met Adi through me. Adi, me not stop calling him. Adi meet Taya because of me. Adi decided to link up with Taya. I phone no business, but if Adi wants to me say, Kevin, me go link up with Taya, you know, the chick where you introduce me to, or the bro where you introduce me to, blah blah blah. We go link up on a down low. End of the story. I phone no business. It should not be my business for me to call every day and text every day. When last I talk to Taya, how things with you and Taya, I phone no business that. So at the end of the day, limit the friends, limit the communication, because people might tell us, say, you know, say I'm a good girl, even though I'm introduced to her, I'm a good girl, you know. Everybody have a past. Maybe when Kevin met her, she wasn't a good girl, as people would have said, because she wasn't her best. But people do change. Give them the opportunity to change. give them the room to change. So you have to be prepared to change in a relationship. Alkaline would say your friends them are the reason you not have a man. Of course. And I see a lot of people taking relationship advice from people who are single. Then I wonder what they're telling you. How comes they can't take their own advice if it is so good? You understand? So be open to changes. Be open to accept changes. Be ready and prepared. You're a person who goes to party 6 times a week. You're with a partner who doesn't party. You have to choose if this is the person you want to spend time with, whether it's 6 months of your life, 6 years of your life, or forever. You're going to have to compromise some way. Not saying that the person should not go to party any at all, because this is what I see happening a lot of times. Persons who are just coming in, remember to like the video. We're talking about long distance relationship. So this is what I see happening in a lot of relationship. The woman would say, just for an example, it could be the transgender, it could be the man. The one person would say, me no go party, and anybody come to my life if I understand me no go party, and I'm not going to date anyone who wants to go to party. That's your belief. It's who you are. If you meet Kevin and Kevin say, I love to party, and you're gonna say, me no want nobody to go party because partying on my team, one or two things are going to happen. Kevin may walk away because Kevin not gonna give up partying before somebody who doesn't like it. Two, Kevin could say, can you at least go to party with me at least once a month? The other 6 times I will go on my own, or I will try not to go as much as possible. Then you can compromise. But what if this person insists that me not like party and me not go any at all? No, you're going to have a problem. One or two things. Kevin is either going to stay and quit going to parties, or Kevin is going to go to party without you. The choice is his. Or you can say, Kevin, bye. I'll find somebody who loves to party. You have to pick your battles. That is why I said choose carefully when you're dating. So if you don't want to give up going to party, then don't date somebody who doesn't like party, period. But there is more to life than just parties. So some of the times you lose out on true love and true relationship and good chemistry time because of your beliefs, because of the things that you don't like. Okay. There are persons who say they would never date a trans man. I get it. It's who you are. But what is your reason for not wanting to date a trans man? Maybe your reason is because you like to do things, or you like to have things done to you, and trans men don't do it like this, and trans men don't receive or they don't give. It's all up to what you believe. Sometimes when you have a talk, good afternoon RJ, sometimes when you have a talk with trans men, they can show you things in a different light from what you believe. I had a conversation today with some female, some cisgender women. One of them say, no woman can touch them, strictly dickly. And I'm like, okay, so have you ever seen one of the things that we use? Because a lot of them look just like the dickly. So if you don't use it and whatever, to each his own. Don't come and tear me down on the thing I use because it's not what you use. Hi Bovia, Novia, big up yourself. Nobody's trying to change you. Nobody's trying to convince you that it is better. But if it's your views, you keep your views to yourself. Like if a stud or a trans approach you, it's not your thing. Stand your grounds and say, I respect you, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not my thing. Respectfully decline or deny the offer. Feel, bless up. Don't make the person feel disrespected by you denying them of whatever approach or question they put to you, or the way they would come across to you. Don't let the person feel disrespected. So in long distance relationship, you have to set all these things straight. You like to party, I like to go to the movie. We have to make up our mind which one we like the most and what is going to stay from what is going to go. That's about the changes. You have to compromise. Within the changes, somebody has to compromise. Somebody, or two persons or both persons, may have to give up something that they love, or something that they didn't want to give up, because you're trying to make two people work. Like, you have to leave and cleave. For two to become one, or for two to walk, they must agree. The Bible said, for two to walk, they must agree. In relationships, each person is entitled to their own space. Nice topic, good topic, like the topic needed for current situation. Big up yourself. And that is why I tell people, Kevin always brings some stuff where people can relate to. For two to walk, they must agree. What this means to me, if you and I are going to be in a relationship, we need to have some mutual agreement. Each person in a relationship, they are their own individual, but inside of that, you are a team. Okay, inside my house, three of us living here right now until the baby comes four. But we all have our own personal private time. We all have our own personal private stuff. So we are our own individuals separately, but together we are a family. We all have our vital roles inside of the family and the relationship that we have, but I give everybody their own time and everybody give me my own time except for Shay. Oh God, Shay don't give me no time. If me at the bathroom, Shay not the door. Kevin, you soon come out. What Shay want? I don't know. Shay don't know nothing but give time and give space. Me sorry for her. I pray for her, yeah? So basically what I'm saying, in a relationship, because you call your partner didn't answer and you're long distance, it doesn't mean you should start to assume the worst. Sometimes the person just missed the phone. The person could go to take a shower and the phone was left on charge and they went to shower, they came back, they see your missed call. Don't start thinking the worst thing. Because if you start to think the worst thing, then it's like it start creating a problem. Because then you start doubting the person and doubting them for every little thing. And then you're going to have to second guess everything the person does. For what reason? So with the compromise comes the communication. How are you going to compromise if you don't communicate? You have to communicate very much and very often, or as often as possible. Like I said on Friday night, you need to make your partner know about your friends. Once you start thinking the worst, it's trouble. Yeah, because once you start thinking it, is hard to unthink it, and it just keeps getting worse. Trouble I go there. Like I said like I said on Friday, when I spoke about your relationship, tell your friends about your relationship, tell your relationship about your friends, but limit the conversation. So if I decide to go out with such friend, I can message my partner and say I'm hanging out with this person today. I'm hanging out with that person. Each person is entitled to their own space. All you have to do is tell me who you're gonna be hanging out with. If you wanna tell me where you're gonna be, it's up to you. It's just for communication and accountability. If something should happen, then I can know where you are and where to come and get you. So for example, my fiance should tell me I'm going to the mall. I'm going to the mall with my best friend Tony. And I'll be like, okay, have fun. Or I'll say, is he picking you up or should I drop you? And she's like, okay, I'll just take the bus. I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm not going to insist and say, let me carry you. I don't want you taking the bus. No, that's controlling. She wants to take the bus, let her take the bus. She wants to take the car key and go drive the car. Here's the key. Go ahead, as long as you have a driver's license. Right? But then you're going to have some man going to make a mountain out of a hill. Some femmes going to make a mountain out of a hill. If the stud say he's going out and the trans person's partner will be making a mountain out of a hill. You all have to understand that the person needs their own space. When you're out with your partner now, with your friends now, check in with your partner. 4 hours gone and you don't even send a text to say, hey baby, how are you doing? We're still at the mall, blah, blah, blah. Remember, you just went to hang out. We're not expecting you to be out there for 8 hours. You didn't go to work. That's a shift. 8 hours a day is shift. You don't expect to be out there for 8 hours and don't check in on your partner. And when your partner message, I never and big up yourself. When your partner messages to check in on you, then you're going to throw a fit and throw a tantrum and say the person will watch you and him insecure. Maybe he's messaging you because he's just concerned. He could be insecure and watching you, but anybody who's insecure and watching you not going to wait 8 hours for message you. Within half an hour of you leaving in go message to find out if you reach. Because then he's going to say from here to the mall is 20 minutes. Why is it that 30 minutes and you're not reach yet? And half an hour time he go message you and ask you what time you're coming home. That's different when a person is watching and controlling and possessive than a person who is genuine and just care about you. If I message you to say, babe, it's 6 hours and I haven't heard from you, just checking if you're okay. Just reply and say, yeah, baby, I'm okay. Sorry, I lost track of time. We were at the mall, we were walking, doing this, we went to have a drink, and I lost track of time. Love you, I'll be home soon. Something nice like that would encourage me not to keep messaging every minute. But if you just message me back and say, yeah, me good. No, that is not good. That's not communication. That's like you shutting down the person like blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear anything right now. Yeah, me good. And you end it like that. So you have to know how to communicate with your partner. It's long distance. The person is already not understanding the fact, I wouldn't say not understanding. The person is already having challenges dealing with not being able to see you as often as they want. But then you're going to be out with your friends and they are not allowed to communicate with you. And you're not going to call, you're not going to text. Like, that is too much strain and pressure. So you have to be able to make it flow, and do the things and say the things to not give the person a reason to have doubts or not trust you. Commitment. Not everybody can commit to a long distance relationship. I get it. Like I said, to each his own. Long distance relationship is not for me, but if it's for you, it's for you. I could have made it work if I wanted to, but it takes two to make a relationship work. So if I decide I'm going to be in a long distance relationship with you and I tell you all the things you need to know, like when I was dating this person, I would talk to her every morning. As I wake up, first person I message or text or call or leave a voice note would be her. When I'm going to school, I would be sending a snap or something on my way to school. I'm going to check in with you when I get my break. I get my break or my lunch, I'm going to message her. As soon as I'm on my way home, I'll be like, I'm heading home. Talk to you when I get home. If I get home and an hour pass and I don't talk to her, at least she knows I'm home, because the last thing she heard was I'm on my way home. I'll get home. Sometimes I just come home, take off my clothes, jump straight in the kitchen, because I have a daughter to come home, come cook for. Some people who are dating you long distance, the moment you say I'm on my way home and they check and you don't call in 1 hour time, then they're going to be running down your phone. You told me 2 hours ago you're on your way home, so what happened? You're not reach your mate. Don't come across with tones like that. Send a nice message, or when you call, you say, babes, you're good? I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, because you say you were going to call me when you get home and I didn't hear from you. Like, oh, shucks. I came home and I started cooking, so I totally forget to slip my mind. I'm sorry. The conversation went in a different way and a better way. Rather than you just pick up the phone and say, look for when you see you go call me about and 1.5 hour, 2 hour, so far you live, I want to from a Victoria Park move. From you say you go Victoria Park, I know you can't reach, then you're going to irritate the person. Sometimes it's not even what you say, is how you say it. Alright, so it's easy to think bad, not only about cheating, with all the things going on in the world. The violence and the killing is scary. Yeah, I know, but like I say, a thought from the mind can be the action that comes next. So think positive, and positive things will happen. Positive things will follow you. 9 out of every 10 occasions, people think positive. Positive things happen. 9 out of 10 occasions, people think negative. Negative things happen. So you have to feed the mind with what you want the mind to have, or what you want to see happen. Because a lot of things are happening in the world, that is why I say accountability. Because accidents are happening every day and things are happening. So if you told me you're on your way to STC and I check the news and the news said them shoot up STC, I'm going to pick up my phone and check in on you if you're okay, because I know where you were or where you are. So I can be calling you for that reason too. Don't assume I'm calling you because I'm jealous and I want to make a problem and not give you time to spend with your friends. I was in a relationship before where I was accused of being controlling and possessive, and I tell the person, no, this has nothing to do with controlling and possessive. A controlling person will not let you leave the house without them being behind you. A controlling person will trail you to where you're going and become even a stalker. There's a difference with a person asking for you to account for where you're going and what you're doing, other than a person telling you you can do this and you can't do this. I don't tell adults they can or can't. You are an adult. You decide what you want to do. But what I'll say to you, do you think it's okay to be doing this knowing that you're in a relationship? For example, you're in a relationship. Your partner goes out. You have no idea where the person went. They left from after 3 in the afternoon and come back at 4 a.m. and you live together. That is problem. Why is it that you couldn't even tell me? Say it was my relationship. If I'm in a relationship with you and you are going to leave the house 3 o'clock in the evening, went out, I call you at 7, 8 o'clock, you don't reply. 9 o'clock, you're going to send me a message. Stop messaging down and calling down my phone. Me not dead if me dead you that ear. And then 4 a.m. you're going to walk in, come in the house, all drunk, all whatever, I don't know whatever else, and you expect me not to say anything or feel anyway. If that is who you are, I'm not going to be in a relationship with you. You are not the one for me. You don't have any respect for me. And then when people go and they act this way, this is what they make it seem as if you are the problem and it's not them. I speak from personal experience. My ex would go out whenever she wants and do whatever she wants, and I have no say. But as soon as I put on a suit of clothes to go somewhere, it's problem. I couldn't even hang out with my normal friends anymore because it became a big problem. But then she can go whenever she wants and do whatever she wants, and Kevin is the problem. So in relationships, a lot of times you just have to compromise and choose your battles. If you're in a relationship and it's not working out, don't stay, because it's mentally draining and it can cause you to become depressed. for many reasons. Find a safe way to escape the relationship. Find a safe way to walk out of the relationship while you are alive and in good health. Check-ins as needed. Yep. Positive minds. Yep. Positive. Speak positive and you'll attract positive. Exactly. Yeah, because a lot of times when a person texts or calls, it's just because they're thinking about you. It's not because they're thinking bad about you or thinking that you're out there cheating or whatever. The person just care about you, the person loves you and just checking on you. Persons who are just tuning in, this is your boy Hothead Kev. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up on your way in. We're talking about long distance relationship and how to cope with long distance relationship. The does and the don'ts in long distance relationship. So you're in a long distance relationship. The people that are foreign, when they're dating Jamaicans, birthday come, them send you things. Every birthday come, you can expect to go Western Union. If it's even a $50, they might try to send it for you. Why am I gonna feel say? Because one of the Jamaican in the islands, when our birthday come, we don't want anything. Western Union not come a foreign too. I want to know. Western Union don't come a foreign. Post office don't come a foreign. So if me can take up my $50, my $100, send you when a your birthday. You know, feel so when my birthday, if I want a postcard, I want to go find the mail. Send it out 3 weeks before so that we don't delay. You just gonna call me on my birthday and tell me happy birthday and that is it? Really? And you say we're in a relationship, man? Move away with that. I'm a human being too. I don't want to just see my pictures on social media saying happy birthday. Like, send me a postcard in the mail. DHL run 2-way. FedEx run 2-way. Amazon, whatever them be, them work everywhere. You can order me something online. Save up on $10, $100, $1,000 until my birthday come. You said to me, this is this or that is that. Buy me one something and send it through the mail and ship it too. Shipment goes both ways. Another Jamaica, no want barrel, we don't want money at the same time. So we must buy the barrel, find money if you fill the barrel, ship the barrel, and send money to you if you collect it too. So a lot of people abuse you because you're in long distance relationship and you're working. I give people what I can afford to give them. I don't like when people ask me for anything. You asking me for something, you're sometimes putting me out of my way to go the extra mile when it's not necessary. I had a friend in Jamaica message me, they wanted $5,000 to go to somebody's party. I said to the person, do I know the party person? No, one of my friend. So it's one of your friend who's having a birthday party and I should send you my hard-earned money if you go party, go drink. No. It not gonna happen. You will never live for that happen. I replied to the person, I say, I will not give you my money to go to somebody's party so you can go and drink and look drunk and have a vibe and then tomorrow they tone us down and talk about me or me an idiot. It don't work that way there. It doesn't work that way. Long distance relationship, long distance friendship. Sometimes the long distance relationship doesn't work out. You turn out to be long distance friends. It's good. Sometimes you have long distance friends who turn out to be your long distance relationship and lifetime partners. All I'm saying, get to know the persons as much as you can get to know the person. A lot of people fall in love on the phone. A lot of people fall in love before they even meet the person in person, face to face. And then when they see each other in person, the feelings is not the same. And that is why I would say to people, get to know all the things you need to know, because at the end of the day, I will date somebody who I don't love. Do I want to spend the rest of my life with somebody who I'm not in love with? No. Because that is like you putting yourself in a cage. But at the end of the day, it depends on what you want in a relationship. There's a lot more to a relationship than just love. And I tell people all the time, there's a lot more to a relationship than just being in love. Being in love is like the best part of being in a relationship. But there's a lot more to a relationship than just being in love. There's a lot more to it than just having sex, spending time with each other. So, when you compromise, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever events are happening, you have to compromise. You're miles away. Your partner is not with you. It's not every pan when knock you go and dance. A lot of persons are going to want you to support them. A lot of parties, a lot of events, a lot of friends. Any little thing. Your friend going to the beach, your friend are gonna say, let's go to the beach. Knowing Jamaican people, I speak about Jamaicans because I'm Jamaican. Knowing people in the islands, if them are go down a beach, them want a new bath suit. Them want new hairstyle for go in the water. Outfit from head to toe. For wear to the beach and then outfit for come back home. FedEx goes one way. So now it's a case where me the foreign or me the sum about my business. And I must find money to send to my partner. Rain is falling my phone. Rain is falling so my phone stopped picking up on YouTube. Really? What are you saying? So, I have so much to say. I wish I was not driving. When you stop drive, catch up back on the conversation and type what you need to type. Me know them feelings there. Me know them way there. FedEx go both ways. Yes, it go both ways. So what I'm saying, you're not beside your partner, but the partner have 7 friends. I get that. The 7 friends them want the partner to do something with them or go places with them. The partner is not working. So I'm working, my girlfriend is not working. She has 7 friends and they have 7 different events and they want my partner to go with them. My partner going to choose our battle because she can't message me every minute. Alright, bless up yourself, Sandra. Thank you for passing through. If my friends want me to go to 7 different events with them. Yes, RJ. Tell her for her and come off our road so she can put in our info. If I have 7 friends and the 7 of them want me to support them and they know that I'm not working, they have to understand that, listen, I'm not working. I'm not going to stress my boyfriend out or my girlfriend out or my partner out to get money so I can follow you all everywhere you all have to go. If that's the case, then you all are not my friends. Maybe someone will go have to share the weight. You want me to come out with you? Buy me a suit of clothes. You want me to come out with you? Buy me drinks. Me find clothes. You can't expect somebody to call my man a foreign and ask him for $50 so me can go out with my friends. Some things you have to prioritize and it comes with compromising. Some things you have to prioritize when you're in a relationship. Your granny dead, your granduncle dead, your friend uncle dead, everything happened. You message your partner and tell him you want money to do this. Like, we not pick up money a foreign. We have to work hard for money. We not pick up money over here. It's the same thing. If you're torn in Jamaica, you work, I'm working, or I'm working, you're not working, or the other way around. You cannot keep draining the person about money. Some people are in relationship and every time you talk to them, they have financial problem. Welcome to the club. You're not the only one. Because every time your long distance partner communicates with you, you have something to say about your finances, then that's a complete turn off. Persons who are just tuning in, remember to give the live a thumbs up, please and thank you. You cannot be in a relationship with somebody and every time they talk to you, it's money. It's draining. Nobody wants to stick around to hear you talk about money every day. Yes, RJ, you will lose a lot of friends for being in long distance relationship because the friends are gonna want you to go up and down every day. And some of them will tell her, oh, your girl not there, she not have to know. You not have to tell her. And the thing is, I want to talk to my partner as often as I can. So RJ, last night you go out with your friends. You're not going to talk to your girlfriend while you're out because the background might be noisy. And you don't want to seem as if you're a girl clown. Because every time you're out with your friend, you're locked down on your phone. Anytime your woman call, of course you're going to want to talk to her. She's your woman. So if you're with your friends should understand that, listen, my girlfriend normally calls me every 9 o'clock. It's a plan. This is when she have her time between her job or jobs. So she can't talk to me. Shay! Message Diana and tell her I'm alive. Because she's calling me. So if you know that you talk to your girlfriend 9 o'clock every night, and they're going to call, or they're going to be beside you and tell her that, yo, come off of the phone, my youth. Yeah, why you girl clown? Friends like that you don't need. And if you're out with this friend tonight, and tomorrow next friend, so they're going to make you feel like you're not supposed to talk to your girlfriend when you're around them because whatever, it's their time. I get it. But at the same time, the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, you cannot tell the person that I'm out with Shemar. Me call her tomorrow. Well, if that's the case, you're going to have to talk to her before you go out with Shemar. And let her know that, babes, I'm going to be out with Shemar today. So I'll check in with you tomorrow because you know when I'm out, I don't want to be on the phone. Like I want to give them some of my attention, blah blah blah. Then your partner will understand that okay, I get it. But it can't happen 6 days consecutively, and it cannot happen too often either. So your friends, they're gonna not want to be your friends anymore because they realize that you're in a relationship, you're being more mature and being more conserved. You're not up and down a party with them every day and waste money because you're saving for a future and a family. So you're becoming more and more wiser. So you're gonna lose a lot of them along the way. But guess what? It's not the end of your life. It's not the end of the world. Some of them just have to go. In order for you to grow, some of them will have to go. Some of them will have to go because I remember a lot of them were telling me, you don't know what she did at Jamaica do. You up here stay faithful for this woman and you don't know what she do at Jamaica do. Blah, blah, blah. And then a lot of other Jamaicans make it bad for others too. Because some of them try the long distance relationship and them use the man them. Them name out the man them scam out the man them. And the mans, the studs, the heterosexual ones, everybody. Them name out the people in my foreign. So when a genuine foreigner meet somebody in the island and want to go in a relationship with the person because of the fact that he or she or the person was hurt before by Jamaicans or people in the islands, then they tend to want to think twice before they try another relationship long distance. Am I talking to somebody? Hello somebody, am I talking to somebody? A lot of persons don't want to go into long distance relationship because of how other people make them feel about long distance relationship, especially when they are speaking from experience. Yeah, I feel like it's a communication as lockdown. When you're free to do that, there is no issue when that bond is solid. Yes, and that is why I say as soon as you identify you want to be in a relationship with this person, lay your cards out. Be open with the person, be honest with the person, communicate as often as you can, create that solid bond. So whenever the here says come or the nay says come, then you too can survive it. So for example, if the friends starting teasing, hi Venica, big up yourself. Bless up, thank you for coming in. Big up yourself talk is a thing where everybody have no, you know. It's like, I don't know, Jamaican always just big up yourself or just not say a word or is a thing like that. So it's like when you build a bond with the person who you love or you want to spend the rest of your life with, then whatever people say will not come between you two so easy. But the thing about these friends now is like they're not getting your attention like they used to. So they tend to either envy you or feel jealous about you, or they just don't want to be around you anymore because they start saying things like you turn watchman, you turn sissy, or for the femme them would have say man around our head, or she under man government. You know Jamaicans and the island people have a lot of ways to express themselves. You're under man government and those things. And when people say these things sometimes it's like they're teasing you. It's like they're teasing you to make you feel like you should not be such a committed person to your partner, or you should not have to tell your partner you're everywhere about. Like I remember one time a friend said to me when I was in Jamaica and the girl I was dating was not living in the same parish as I was, and the person was like, oh, you can't trust her, you know she do a night time, you don't know what happened in the dark. And I'm like, okay, why are you trying to put negative thoughts in my head? And the person was like, oh, you know, them are social media icon and social media fanatics. So them are go always up in a spotlight and this and that. And every time she go dance, she takes center stage. So everybody is a look on your property and all the bad things them they start to say. So, yep, RJ, the good suffer for the bad. Straight facts. Because me speak from experience where I tried dating people in the island. And before it even reached 2 months, them start beg. As a matter of fact, the first week, them start beg. And out of the goodness of my heart, me that take up $100 or $50, send go give the person. And by next week, it's something else. And every week it's something else, and every week it's something else. And I'm like, no. Can't keep on and send money, so just cut it off. Because what am I getting from you? I've never met you in real life. I'm sending you $300 already in less than 6 months. I'm not your bank. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your daddy. I'm not supposed to be taking care of you. In less than 3 months, me know you're missing a $300 already. That's a lot of money. You must think that's $30,000 in Jamaica. Like, go get a job or something. You're gonna sit down and scam different studs and trans every time you see somebody online with dress good and look good. You open at them inbox and I tell them how you like them and all these things. Waste of time. So when people in a long distance relationship, you have to build a solid bond with the person and be careful of the others who will be passing through and passing by. Persons on the live, remember to give the live a thumbs up. You're here for a reason. Like I say, there are 50 shades to Kevin. Whenever you come on Kevin's live, there is always something for you to learn, some ways in which you can interact. And a lot of my topics will connect. You will be able to connect with the topics because I speak facts from everyday life. Everything I speak over here, I try to speak facts. I like to use myself as personal experience rather than to call other people's name. I'm gonna deal with the hearsay and the gossip. So my channel is not about that. I'm more about positive vibes. Long distance relationship. A lot of times you will have to choose your friends carefully. People who were your friends for 10 years and have been best friends from childhood, these might be people who you have to cut off as soon as you grow and progress. Because some people are still stuck in their childhood phase and days and stage. They would say, me and you come from far, you can't make girl come between we. Statements like those, I don't tolerate. If I choose to be dating somebody and I like the person, you should not be in the position as my friend to tell me that me shouldn't make girl come between us. If you're my friend, you should know that I'm not gonna let a woman come between us. But you have to understand, say, this is a relationship. What we have is a friendship. So at any given day, you both are important to me, and it should not come to a case where I have to choose either or. Not even my family is supposed to give me certain attitude towards my relationship and I'm going to entertain it. You don't like my partner, you tell me you don't like her, I understand. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop dating her because my family or my friends don't like her. At the end of the day, the decision is mine. Why is it that you don't like her? Could be something personal. Could be something between you and her. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So if you're going to tell me you don't like her and I should stop dating her, you have to give me a valid reason why. Is she a murderer? Is she a criminal? Was she a murderer? The past is the past. Was she a criminal? The past is the past. If God can forgive her, why can't I? The past is the past. What? Was she with men before? That's okay. A lot of us have been there. What's the secret? Why is it that you don't like her so much? Oh, I don't think she likes you. She's using you, okay? She ain't the first one. Some use a good use because sometimes people use you until them can't use you no more. They might end up love you. When a person hates you and a person set out to use you, as soon as you find out this is what the person is about, call them their bluffs. Put it out and let them know, I know you, this is what you want. Call it out. One or two things can happen. Them can either walk away feeling like an idiot because you call them out, or two, them can change them ways. A lot of times, them would say men love to sex. No, men sex to love and women love to sex. But let me explain what I mean by that. A man would have sex with just about any woman, period. And if him like the feeling and whatever happens, then he may fall in love. A woman have to feel some amount of feelings for you before she open up and give you whatever. So it's a case where a man will beat it 5, 6, 10, 15 times and the 18th time he get hooked. And decides, say, you know, if it is this good and I keep coming back, I'm just going to stick around. But a woman would have love you from the moment she see you and start a relationship without your permission. If you give them properly, them start a relationship without your permission. But it's up to you how to handle that. It's up to you how you're going to handle that now. Because even if it was not a case that you wanted a relationship, and the bedroom is good, the communication is good, you two have a lot in common, then what are you waiting for? Are you single? Yes. Is she single? Yes. You've developed some amount of feelings after a time, then take it to the next level. Some people develop feelings within the first 10 days. Take it to the next level. It might work out, it might not. It's a gamble. There are people who've been married for 20 and 25 years and they still separate. But what are they going to say? 25 years of their life wasted? No. Your fear's done. Your season done. Move on. Something else out there. Not sit down and stress after 25 years of my life wasted. So what if the person was the best thing to you and 20 years later he became the worst? You're going to stick around with the worst? And for better or best, me saying, I don't know about no worse. I will be with you at your worst, but that no means that you should treat me as if I'm the worst. There's a difference. So when them say for better or for worse, me not deal with the worst part. That's why I'm sure me go write my own what is the name? My own vow. Me feel me go write my own vow. Because I'm not upon the better for worse, nothing. For better with the pan. Because if we're gonna come together as a unit, we should be doing things for the better. But if anything should happen and you are at your worst or I'm at my worst, I'm going to be there for you and with you and support you. But nobody can tell me about the worst thing, Pastor. I want to hear about. That's why I not keep no regular straight people with me, you know. For me think I go different. I swear. Me and my family, we're doing good. I hate to beg. Of course, me say the pride that me have. Me start my YouTube channel and before me walk and beg people to share my video and like my video and subscribe. Me rather pay YouTube to boost the videos so me can get subscribers from far. People who don't even know me, we just want to come hear the truth. Because if me have to walk and beg people, the same people them turn on and style you and go over so go chat you with Mary and Jane and all these things. Me not depend that you want to support me fully. No support me no half because I not really depend that, but if that you can give, I get it. If you cannot give full, I take what I get. I'm not here to pressure or bully anybody, but me not at the beginning team, I can't handle it. You see, most of the time, I see my videos and I do and I say, share. If I don't want to share your phone business, like I say, I'm here to help people. If I can help somebody as I struggle along, my living will not be in vain. How am I going to help people? Is by putting the word out there so people can learn things. A lot of people are going through long distance relationship and to them it's just a thing. But when they listen to my words and my voice and giving them explanation as to what works and what doesn't work, a lot of people are encouraged to stay tuned, stay a card, stay in the course. Don't jump out your relationship because Mary Jane said she can't do it. Don't jump out your relationship because Kevin said he could not do a long distance relationship. Everybody are them own person. We're all our own unique self in our own ways. So what works for you might not work for somebody else. Not even credit. Can I tell you they never have credit or data yet? Nope. No, they never have. Them they have Jamaica and them call you. As somebody phone me bar if you call you, me not have no internet, me not have no credit. And you send the credit, go get them. How much time them call you after? Some of them are just straight users. The family is doing good, Kiki, giving God thanks. Favorite statement for the haters have been there. I know, trust me. Outsiders love chat about people relationship and love give advice and they don't know what's going on inside the relationship. So it's best to keep them out when you can keep them out. If she's a murderer, the past won't be the past. Red flag. It is a red flag, but what kind of red flag? Remember, not every murderer sit down and plan the murder. Some people are just in a position at a time, wrong place, wrong time, and things happen. As a social worker, I cannot just treat everybody the way society treats them, right? I've known persons who've been to jail wrongfully. A lot of persons got convicted even though they were innocent. Remember, a judge tried case and judge a human being. There is error in every system. There's a gap in every system. There's loophole in every system. If you go before the judge and for some reason the judge does not like you, or the judge does not like what he or she is hearing based on the explanation in the statement, the judge don't even bother hearing anything else. Jail. Not all crimes are committed by criminals. and not all criminals commit crime. Learn that coming from my ex-police. Not all crimes are committed by criminals, and not all criminals commit crime. Just like how them not like people in the LGBTQ because the Bible said this and the Bible said that. There's so many other things with the Bible say and they don't talk about it. So let me go back to the red flag for a moment, Miss Johnson. A person murder a person. Remember, murder is the somebody dead. Points to prove murder is that somebody died based on your action. You did something, somebody died. For example, you and I have an argument. We throw it drunk, we drink. We have an argument. Me give you one box and you drop on liquor and you're dead. Was my intention, did I intend to kill you? No. Did I plan to kill you? No. But you died. Society would say you are a murderer. You were driving your vehicle. God forbid. Something happened and you lit down one man and he's dead. It's manslaughter or death by dangerous driving. Society will call you a murderer. It was a simple accident. You just drive, somebody drive out upon you, you swerve from the person, the vehicle got out of control, someone died. In society's eyes, you are a murderer. It's your past. Are you going to live the rest of your life and not go in a relationship because you are deemed as a murderer? No. If you were in that position, would you not want to find love and love again? Yes. So it might be a red flag, but you have to look out the situation properly. If you go buy a gun and take up a gun and shoot Mass Joe, you don't have no part in my relationship. I'll forgive you. I'll help you to be a good person to society again. I'll help you to come back into society and be of some value, rather than you be there and become a nuisance. But those are like premeditated murder. First, where you get the gun? Why would you need a gun? You're not a police. Why you need a gun? So the moment you can go and get a gun, whether you beg it, you borrow it, or you buy it, the moment you can get a gun, then you have an intention to do harm. You need a gun to defend yourself? Go and apply for a legal firearm, a licensed firearm. That way, if you happen to kill somebody, you had it and it's licensed, so whatever happened is justifiable. You with an illegal gun can't justify. But society call everything murder. So if a man stab a man and kill a man, it's still killing. But society justify it as murder. So okay, like I said, people pass are people pass. Persons were framed for a lot of things and they can't take it off when it happens. If them frame you as a murderer, like people say people abusive, and they go and they speak about it and say Kevin is abusive, for example. Kevin is an abusive partner. Him beat me and him lick me and him this and him that. I know for a fact that none of that is true. But society have it already that Kevin is a murderer. Now a woman see me and like me afraid to date me because them here say Kevin a murderer, Kevin a beater, Kevin a abuser. So, like I said, the murder is with the intent. Yeah, remember some of the police, so we know them, they're manslaughter, but people still going to call you a murderer. So if a person intend, okay, say you raped my mother. When I was younger, you raped my mother. I grew up and I become an adult and I decided to have to kill you. That is murder because I planned it, I had the intention to do it, and I executed it. So yes, I murder you. I had a reason to do what I did. I would not justify it because it's still wrong. But if a person like that should come to date you in the future and you knew that the person went to jail for murder, then would you not date the person because the person killed somebody before? It's up to you. Policeman kill people all the while. It's still murder. A lot of people say it's murder. If I go on my duty and something happened and I have to do it, I intend to do it and I did what I did, are you going to not be in a relationship with me 10 years from now because I intentionally wanted to kill somebody and I killed the person or I murdered the person? It has red flags, but like I say, there's different ways to handle it. Because at the end of the day, they are still human beings. A lot of them go through their counseling. A lot of them go and maybe repent or do them purging or whatever works for them. When they come back into society, you pick your battles. Personally, I would not want to date somebody who was convicted and who have done jail time. But there are people out there who do have a problem with it. So you pick your battle. Samara, some of them undermine government. That is what society says. And I like to use the word society. I stop say he, she, and them. Mr. Society, because the whole of us live in society. We're all a part of society. So when I use the word society and I generalize, it has less impact on me when people want to take it personal, because me never say he or she, me just make it general. Remember, Chanel, last month I spoke about one day I was at church and the pastor was telling the church sisters that they should stay courage, because a lot of them are single right now because them husband they are jail, waiting to leave jail to come back into society and baptize and commit themselves and become Christians so these women can get them to marry. So if the pastor man can preach that, and if the church sisters can forgive them when them come to church and God forgive them, then I not judge them. I not go judge them. Tasha, let me see where I'm at now. Yeah, so people still preach that way there. People preach things differently. Like I said, to each his own. People pass or they pass. I know what people pass against them, because I've had my share of past, and I've had a lot of people who judge me wrongfully. I've had a lot of people who look at me differently based on what people say. So every dog of its day. It's a red flag for you. It might not be a red flag for somebody. Some woman look bad man, because they want a man to defend. But the woman never say gunman they want. No all upon her, the gunman. But the woman never want gunman. No, seriously, you have someone with a bad man. You know, you want one girl tell me the other day, say if her man beat her, him no love her, and I'm like, that is not love, honey. If that's your definition of love, that is not my understanding of love. But if that's what you want, like Kevin always say, to each his own. What I feel. What I feel. So yep, long distance relationship, it has its ups and its downs. But people have to know, because like I've met people in jail. You remember when Jamaica, I don't know if Jamaica still have this chat thing where text message something and you have text chat room. Does Jamaica still have that? Manslaughter is not murder. Where did I see that come in? Oh. Yeah, missed that already. Does Jamaica still have the chat room thing where you sign up for a certain amount of chat and you text for the whole day unlimitedly? And we used to go in some chat room, some church and Bible and all kind of chat room we used to go in. And me go in a chat room sometime when I was in Jamaica, and I met this guy who was in jail. And I was asking him, why are you in jail? I was asking him, why is he in jail and thing? And he was telling me that he was charged for reckless driving. He was in jail for reckless driving, but then while he was in jail, he killed somebody in jail because some person was teasing him and telling him that he's a fish, and he lost his mind, slapped the guy's head against the wall. The person get a concussion or whatever, the head was bleeding, they rushed him to the hospital, he died in 2 weeks time, something like that. And I'm like, how do you even get phone inside here? And he's like, don't worry yourself, me have my phone inside here, just tap me up now. And I'm like, I never believed him that he was in jail and everything. But when he started telling people in the group everything, what is happening at the jail, with jail he's at, he started telling them names of people who are working there and everything. I'm like, yeah, this guy really did jail for true. Pastors aren't the best persons to quote. Don't I know that? Don't I know that? Can I tell you? Them quote to them want to quote, because this is what, when he speaks like that, it's his way of keeping these women in bondage, keeping them holding fast and steadfast and stay true to the course, because the man they jail and soon come out. So no matter how them feel like they love woman, stay true to the course, because your man they jail and him soon come out. No matter how them feel like them see one nice church brother will like them nah go good in, because the pretty man soon come from jail, the handsome man soon come from jail, the church brother not cute and handsome, you know. So they must keep hold on and waiting, because pastor's words might come to pass. Then of course the pastors tend to forgive child molesters, because according to them God forgive everybody. And if God can forgive the child molesters, why we shouldn't forgive them? But at the same time, God forgive us LGBTQ persons if that is such a thing, but the pastors will never accept or forgive or tolerate us. But a man can kill a woman and come to church and pray and clean off his sins and baptize and is a good man again. But it's a story you'll never understand. One of them puzzle there. I think it's one of them parable there where the pastor them preach. That is why another saying, them say do as I say but not as I do. Do as I say but not as I do. Seems like it's gonna rain again. Tasha? Shay? Who in the kitchen? Come here. Come here. Come side to people them. Why? They must see you. So never know they can see you.
I didn't know anything. I submitted my audition yep.
Then you talk with the food name out.
They
So,
need to hear me.
yeah, back on the long distance relationship. Upon you. Come with that camera, you come play games with them today. Babes, stop! Yeah, eat through with your mouth open. You like annoy me though. Me behave like pig on the camera, you know.
You are
So,
already behaving your own
back to the long distance relationship. Shit, take your foot now.
ticklish.
Move. Yeah, man. You saw Adi the pan you silent as soon as she walk in with the dirty foot, you come by
Because
she.
everybody loves me. No one
Go
likes
back in your room.
me. Yeah, for talking later. This is what happened. After I come out.
Adi
and
say
I
hi,
will
she.
tell you.
Say hi, Adi.
Hi. Leave my foot now. Is my foot troubling you?
Fuck are you? You say, but that's why you sitting right here. Go ahead.
No, that shit have a body, bro.
That for each. You don't expect something to flip you. I'll flip you free, guys. You know, but.
I didn't drop foot.
I good. So why me plug in the charger and don't plug it in? Me plug it in the wall and everything and don't plug it in the computer. Man, so make full of sense. Yes, people. So let's get back to the long distance relationship and tell Shay leave me alone, please. Shay, come tell them something about long distance relationship.
Long distance relationship is horrible. Don't do it. It's horrible.
So Shadiq's birthday is Tuesday.
Tomorrow, Monday. 2 days. 2 days. I'm almost 14. 14, right?
You want to finish the advertisement?
No.
You don't even know me that I say. Shay's birthday is Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
And
No.
she said she want 14 gifts. And I'm like, I've been buying stuff little by little. I think I'm at gift number 8 by now. So I'm going to take her to the mall tomorrow.
Am I getting the video game?
No. Yes.
Shay, don't do it.
Tasha said she going to buy it for you.
Shay
Shay,
said don't do it.
don't do it.
No.
Shay said don't do it. Shay, people my shout to see Venica say hi.
I'm going to say hi.
So,
See,
She
everybody
want
just lies
14
and wants
gift.
me come on.
good night, Papi Shay. What's up, love? Shay, Sean,
Kevin
say
won't
hi.
let me put my foot in the live.
You switch past she put her foot?
You remember, did I teach you how to drop kick? You want me to drop kick you? So I can practice?
When you go drop kick the wall, make your wall kick your back. Well, go on, Sham. Bless up yourself. Shay just love stress me out. I'm here on my life talking about long distance
Is my foot
relationship. Go look at the mirror and figure it out. Me talk about long distance relationship and for some reason somebody came in the kitchen and I'm like, who's in the kitchen? If me know say Shay in the kitchen, me don't open my mouth. Because Shay will be quiet all
I
day
measure it to your head?
until I give her some attention. And as soon as we just call her name, it's like me call them
Stop.
trouble.
I want to measure it to your
I
head
need
to
to
see
stop
if
or
it's
you
big.
to stop. Hold
It's
on. Let
7
me measure my
inches
foot
big.
on your head.
No,
Hold
your
on.
foot's too big. I want to see if 7 inches
So if
is
you know
big.
that my foot big, you must say you're
Yeah,
one
but
big
yours
too.
is like what? 12 is 7 foot big.
Watch out me kill you again. Shane have no behavior. Me should have never called Shay name. You Shay somebody say you're big too big. A bag of people live tonight. No sir, who live? Who else live? Me don't know if nobody is live. I was live. So me see here somebody come in the kitchen and me just go ask her who and Shay come in ready for stress me out. So people, remember, we're talking about long distance relationship. Okay, Shay, go on now. People in long distance relationship, you have to commit to changes. You have to be prepared to handle changes. You have to
You have to
learn
be
how to
loyal.
communicate. You have to be loyal. You also have to compromise and deal with the commitment of being in a long distance relationship. A lot of persons would take chances and go and do things that they're not supposed to do because they think that their partner is not seeing them or their partner will not know or will not hear. They talk about ignorance. A lot of people do things out of ignorance. A lot of people do things because they think that they are not in front of you and you will not find out or you will not hear or know about it, so they can take the chance of doing things behind your back. People should be able to be honest to you even when they're not in your presence. So because you're in a long distance relationship, it doesn't mean that you should go out and do what you want and be promiscuous and not be faithful to your partner because you're in a long distance relationship, but at the same time you expect your partner to be faithful to you. That is not a good thing or a good way to look at it. Sean drop kick. Going on about drop kick is shape. No, me glad me never read that make she hear because of them something that she like hear for take stress by me. Shay beg you some of your snack. Shay not going on, Shay mean like bud. If I me Shay not going on, Shay I go give you. If Shay could have hide the snack them under the bed for me, she hide them even though me go buy them. For some reason I'm always in long distance relationship. One thing that makes it work is trust. Without trust and understanding, long distance relationship will work. We touched upon that earlier on. But that is where I'm getting at. No, that is where I'm getting at now, Chanel. You jump the gun. You jump the gun, Chanel. So what I want to ask people now who are dating long distance, what is the purpose of dating long distance? Because there must be a bottom line in. Are one of you going to have to plan to relocate to make it work, unless you are going to date forever long distance, which makes no sense to me, period. Plain and straight, me I go tell you. I've known this married couple. They've been married for 30 years, but they have been apart 20 years. One person migrated to the States, the next person is still in Jamaica, living in Jamaica, but they see each other once or twice a year. So when the man gets vacation, he goes up to the States, and when the woman gets vacation, she comes down to Jamaica. They have one child, and the child is living in the States. And you're telling me 20 years later, you are married and still together but living separate. So how do you do it? Because I know for a fact the man have somebody else, but I don't know if the woman have anybody else. Of course the man have somebody else out here. But does the wife know that? No. Because when the wife is coming over, the other person have to take her leave of absence. How y'all do it? Because if you're going to be dating and you're not planning to settle down, and one of you going to have to give up your world, somebody going to have to move from them country to the next country, are you all prepared to deal with that? Or you just want to keep it like that where you commit yourself to a long distance relationship for the next 10-15 years? If I should do a long distance relationship, within 3 years time, one of we have to give up the world. Somebody have to move up or move down or move in or move out. But if it not gonna work within 3 years, if I don't see us being in the same place within 3 years, I'm not wasting 3 years of my life with you, period. If you don't trust, long distance relationship will not work. Yeah, I get that. Trust is there, but sometimes you trust too much, because I remember I was dating long distance and the woman trust me enough to give me permission to go cheat. And the next thing it lead to something else until we end up not being together right now. So sometimes the trust is good, but you trust the person and give the person a inch and them take a mile, or you give them an inch and them take a yard. You never know, like things happen. So if you're gonna be in a long distance relationship, if you're a person who loves sex, long distance relationship might not be for you. If you're a person who don't mind having sex 3 and 4 times a week, long distance might not be for you, because not everybody like doing it themselves. If I wanted to do it myself, I would not be looking for a relationship. So if I'm gonna be in a long distance relationship and I have a high sex drive, that's problem. I'm gonna be in 2 relationships, one long distance and one over here or something. It's gonna be hard. Period. I'm talking for me. I don't know for anybody else. I don't speak for everybody. I speak for Kevin. If I'm dating long distance, then I must have plans to relocate. Okay, so you gotta relocate. Alright, me get that. And a share for you. Me like that. Can't be a forever long distance relationship. That's a bag of drama. Too much drama, too much tension. Whole heap of cheating and all them something they go on pan top. Cheat, pan top, cheat. I just stop laugh after we. One bag of entanglement and then permanent long distance relationship there. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of entanglement because different people are gonna get in the relationship because for example, if I'm here and my partner is somewhere else, I'm gonna get lonely, things gonna happen, I'm gonna take a one peep and go over there to go look for that person there and things turn into something else and then it come entanglement. And some men cheat and get women pregnant and then problems from on top of problems. Kevin, tree has too long. Eh? What that mean? Tree has too long? What? Oh, 3 years. 3 years too long. Yeah, exactly. 3 years, lol, that's a mini lifetime. 3 years long. Me want move in with this smaddy. Like, if I'm gonna date you long distance, one I wanna have to give up on the world within the next 3 years. One I know have to give up on the world within the next 3 years. People are moving with people all in 6 months. I'm too know. All 6 months people are moving. People are engaged all in less than 1 year. Eh? People are engaged all in 5 months now. People are engaged all this year first day they meet you. I remember there was a Facebook couple. They were dating on Facebook for a while. And as soon as the stud fly go over here and they go meet the woman and give her a ring. Yep. And they're still together right now. 4 years later they're still together. So there is not really much of a time frame on love. It's just that for two to walk, they must agree. If two people are going to be in a relationship, they have to be ready to settle down, to commit themselves to all the challenges and the changes, the commitment and the compromising that have to take place. You see what C word may I use? Challenges, changes, compromising and commitment are some nice C words that where people need to put into mind. And Shay in the sort of about cooking. So now have to take that into consideration too, because in relationship somebody have to cook. You know, can't leave a restaurant every day and somebody have to clean. Me soon get to that topic there because me and Shay had a fallout the other day. We had our first fight, but it was more of a verbal fight. My 13-year-old and I, we had our first fight, and she I give her so she win. I go give her so she win, but that's gonna be another conversation. Or should I tell them now?
I won.
She and I, we had our first fight, so yeah, just like regular people, we are human beings. We've never fought, we never argued, because we're always about loving each other and opening each other's face and things. But she called me the other day, temper done. Big up yourself. She called me the other day and I was taken by it. I took some deep breaths. I practically cried because I'm like, I don't see it like that. I don't see me like that. And this is one of the things I like about my family. I tell my wife and I tell my daughter, if you see me doing something that is not okay to you all, please self-advocate. Tell me, call me out to my bluffs and put me on my guard. If I move this and I put it here and I should not have done that, be brave enough to say to me, Kevin, why did you move that? That's not the way it's supposed to be. If I wanted it there, I would have put it there. Because remember, life is not about me anymore. It's about us. There was a time when it was Kevin say, because I was living alone. Now that I'm living with two other persons and the baby on the way, people have to be open to tell me what is what. And I told my fiance, listen, I am open to changing, but if I don't see the reason or have a need to change, I'm not going to change because I love me the way I am. But because I'm a family man and I want to make sure my family is happy and my family is okay and we all are living in love and unity, then I'm open to changing. So I'm going to tell you what happened between me and Shay. For the persons who are just joining in, big up yourself, bless up yourself, thank you for coming in. Talking about long distance relationship, and then I'm gonna tell you something that happened between me and my daughter. We had our first fight at the age of 13. We had our first fallout, and it was big. It was big to the point where I cried, and I could almost feel like she was crying because she was so mad at me. But then we fixed it. I love you. I love you.
I'm eating.
So if you can't answer, say you eat, you can't reply.
You always do this, so I'm thinking you are eating. So I can't reply.
She hates when I put her on blast. So I tell her what, let me just read them comments here. Good evening. Temper, big up yourself. Call it so true, yeah. How you decide who will be the one to relocate though? What factors should be considered? So, in a relationship, before we get to me and Shay's story, Sean up on the live and whoever else up on the live where the long distance relationship, RJ, bless up yourself, you and your wife if you're still here. People who are in a relationship long distance, Samara, I hear you saying long distance relationship too. Whoever who's in long distance relationship. If Kevin should have a say in a long distance relationship, the person who is in the better financial position should be the one to stay. If I should have a say in this, the person who is in the better financial position or the person who is better able to help the other one to transition or to migrate should have the say as to who stay. I'm in Canada, you're in Jamaica. Life is better in Canada than it is in Jamaica. But if the person in Jamaica have a good job as in can help me to get back on my feet, maybe I would relocate to Jamaica. But who want left foreign go Jamaica now? Tell me. Anybody want that? The Lord bless you. The Lord go with you, come now come. But if you're in the better position, I'm in Canada and I'm not working, I'm hardly able to meet or pay my bills and meet my deadlines, then I'm gonna move to you, I'm gonna relocate to you. I'm gonna relocate to you. Or big up yourself, Tony and Tiana, bless up. Lataya, Monsieur, respect. So whoever in the better position for relocate or who have it easier for relocate should be the one to do it. Say example, the woman have 3 kids. She live in the States. She have 3 kids. She already get her baby entitlement. She have her good job. She have her education. I'm in Jamaica with no education, no job. Then it's easier for me to migrate to the States. I'm in Trinidad. You're in Canada or the States. And the living in the States is better. It should be easier for whoever is in the lower position to migrate so they two can become one. I would not encourage nobody to left foreign come to Jamaica come live unless them hate foreign or unless nothing not going for them a foreign. Unless nothing not going for them. Claudia White, I'm watching and listening. Big up yourself, Claudine. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Bless up. The stream today we're talking about long distance relationship. So a question was asked, who decides who migrate when they have to relocate for the betterment of the relationship? And I'm saying if Kevin, Honey and Josh, big up yourself, active passing through, respect. If it's a case that you're in a long distance relationship, both of you have to decide who is gonna migrate. If nobody wants to migrate, don't waste no time. The relationship they're not going nowhere. Period. You just buy time or not waste time, because time spent with the wrong person could be time spent finding the right person. Read that again. Time waste with the wrong person could be time wasted. Remember what they say? You want just walk past, I don't know what I say. Time waste with the wrong person could be time that you could have used to find the right person. Something like that, what they say. What's with you?
It struck me a truck.
But I understand you're on the solar. Nobody accident.
It struck me a truck.
Yeah, sure. Shay, hey, let me tell you something. Shay got bake yesterday. Tasha not feel well. And Shay said, do you want me to bake your cake? And Tasha was like, oh, that is so sweet. Shay went and Shay baked a nice cake. You know, so Shay eat back half of the cake. When Shay baked the cake, Shay take a big, Shay cut 1/4 out of the cake, and that the quarter look more like 1/3. Tasha eat one little piece out of the cake, right? Me and Tasha and Shay eat off of the same cake, and for me and Tasha quarter smaller than for Shay quarter. So you can imagine Shay take about 1/3, and then we share like whatever the fraction they be, share for me and Tasha. So anyway, Shay take about 3/8, and me and Tasha get 2/8. You see me?
Why you bringing fraction?
Me I bring
Nobody has to
fraction
bring
in
to
there.
school
So
in 3
leave the
years.
people in my laugh. See me I get pay laugh. Shay bake. So now I'm back. Sorry, running out. That's alright, man. We understand. She love it. She Shay looks like she love her food, but it's not true.
I'm good
Bro,
to the camera, not the
Shay
camera, but
eats a lot, but Shay work out. Every day Shay exercise.
I'm eating cake right now.
Every day she exercise and she go for her walks because she used to do basketball and jogging and running. She used to run for her school and all of that. So
And not
she
exercise, it
exercise,
makes me cramp.
but now she exercise a lot. So Uno did a waste time. Anything stay too long, serve too master. Yep. Because trust me, I was wasting time in the relationship that I was in. And if me never come out of that relationship, I wouldn't be this progressive right now. And that is why I said to people, something in some relationship and you struggle, let it go. If you have to struggle to keep it together, you shouldn't be fighting so hard. A relationship should not be a constant struggle where today we together and we in love and tomorrow we don't talk. And 3 days after again something happen and we fight again and we argue again and we not talk and a week pass, we not communicate, no little chemistry. 2 weeks turn 3 weeks and then boom, birthday come, me buy you something nice and we back together happy and in love again. And by tomorrow you're gone again. This is what narcissistic people do. Them hurt you, them play with your mind,
Hurt
your
people,
emotion,
hurt people.
and get you stressed out and depressed. And then 2 days time, them buy you the nicest gift, and booms, on back together again. This is their way of controlling you. Did they apologize for what they did to you? No, but then buy you the most nicest and fanciest gift, take you to the most fanciest dinner, make you feel loved all over again, reminding you why you should love them and why you should stay with them. But by next week, them going to do the same thing. Hurt people, hurt people. Narcissistic people are sometimes hurting. They have things from their past that they have not dealt with, and then they tend to take it out on you. Maybe somebody hurt them before and they found ways of being in control of somebody else, so they're not gonna let it go. So if people are waste time in the wrong relationship, let go that and go find the right relationship and invest the time, energy and money there, and you will live happier and be happier. It doesn't make sense you stay with somebody who is not what you are looking for the sake of being in a relationship. The man a liar and him a thief, but he dress nice and he sex nice. Are you gonna stay with him because him dress nice and him sex nice, but him a thief? The bottom line is, if him a thief, you're a thief too. Show me your friends that tell you you are. So if him a thief can come give you. So you're a thief too, because you're conspire to it. You're feeding into his habits. So if you're feeding into his habits, he's not going to let go. He's not going to let you go, because right now you're ride or die, because my thief can come give you and he turn away the thief in things them. So you're a thief too. So if you're going to be in a relationship like that and you're not going nowhere, no waste of time. But not every relationship, like I said, don't just get up and run out to your relationship because Kevin said no. Look into it deeply and see. If you're in a relationship and you get to the position where you have to question yourself, should I stay or should I go? Then you need to think carefully what you're going to do. My mom told me once, if you have to take up the socks, put it to your nose to smell if it's dirty. That means you're having second thoughts. Probability is that it is dirty. And you're just trying to convince yourself that it is not dirty. Because how do you prove the socks is dirty? You wear it 2 times already. Or you wear it once. From you wear it before, that means say dirty. If you wear the underwear today, you take it off. You're going to wear it back tomorrow? What you going to do? Smell it before you wear it back tomorrow? No. You're going to tell yourself, say dirty, so you're just going to put it straight to the bin. So if you take off your socks, why you going to smell it if it's dirty if you wear it back tomorrow? If you wear it already dirty. So if you're going to put it on again, condition your mind says, a dirty socks I'm going to wear and put it on. Nobody smell it. Don't even bother to smell it. Tell yourself, say, yo, it's a dirty socks, I put it on my one. Period. But you're going to take it up and put it in your nose to smell it. And then I shall wear it. The time you're there, waste time to smell it. Just go take up one extra socks now. Because it's not like you have one. If I want you have the washers, you take it off so it stay clean. But you know you have more than one, but you're just lazy. Same thing relationship. You feel like the relationship is over. The love is gone. But you still remember the good things where him used to do for you. Him used to carry me there, so. Him used to do this to me. And him send me back to school. You know, and him make me a drive. And him buy me my first car. Me no want to leave him, but the love is gone. You don't leave him, him already leave you. And him give me my first child, but what happen if him breed 2 other women out there? So not the same thing them out there, so them not leave him either. So you have to think carefully and see what works for you, whether it's long distance or not. A lot of times people are in long distance relationship and the partner is cheating over on the other side. Hey Kesha, big up yourself. The person is cheating over on the other side, but people still decide, say, me I stay with him, yeah, cause no better man now out there. That's your choice, that's your decision. How you know that there's not better out there if you have not tried? You never try it, you never look, you never have any reason to, so you can't just say there is no better out there. Better out there. The song say better is on before, not behind. So, anything stay too long, serve two master in most cases. She and the cake, trust me. She bake her cake and eat back her cake. And I first she do it. One time she baked one cake and nobody went and take any and buy me. Going to the fridge with a piece of cake, the next day done. She eat one cake in a 24 hours. She love cake like that. I'm back. Sorry, running around. JK, yeah man, I know you're busy up and down, so the thing bless. Akila thumbs up. A band have to be there. Yes, they must have a band. So once you have the band, then you know basically where you stand, what you can do, and also some people need to exercise boundaries, because sometimes in relationship we just feel like because we're together, what I feel are for me, sometimes you have to understand the person, you need boundaries. If I walk in the room and my girlfriend is on her phone, as much as I want to know who they on the phone, I not say nothing. I just go in that room and go take up something off of the dresser, and if I don't find it, I go look again. Sometimes I never want nothing. Period. I tell you, confession. If you don't want to find out what I want, just go in the room. Now go in there as a phone ring, wait all 15 minutes. If she not come out, you go say, well, I go on, she not in her room 15 minutes to talk, so she not plan to come out. Just go in the room for something. Go change your shirt, go put on some lotion. Don't make it obvious. You go in there, you look and you check, and you realize the conversation I have nothing, I don't know, what go on, yeah, baby. If I don't know them look nice and something, don't stick around. Move on. But if you look, then you might have to go say, what go on, so? A two number already, no, Then you have high skittles, big up yourself. Then you go say, Then you go ask a question, so hold on, no other word in your mouth. I pay, Then you can ask, your relationship, your woman, your man, your entitled, your entanglement. Ask the question. What, like, what's so sweet? How we are talk to? No, don't come across in an aggressive way if you say, who the hell you talk to, blah, blah, blah. Just say, babes, who that? So you talk so nice. And just move on. Because it's okay to ask, but it's just how you go about it. And every time she step on the phone, you're going in her room, go fast. No, that's going to be a problem. But if I one time come and you see she in the 15 minutes, half of the time my woman phone ring and I don't even care. Me dey beside her and ring and I see her phone ring and I get up and go. I don't even wait for her to get the space or ask for the space. I move. Because we have our own space. If my phone rings sometimes, she's like, you want space? I'm like, no, I'm good. If my phone ring and I need space to come out of the living room, I'll say, baby, business call. I have to take this call. And I walk away, because there are times when clients call me and I don't want to discuss clients' problem with my fiance, because at the end of the day, counseling is my job. So she have to trust me, and I don't give her reasons not to trust me. So when me catch up on them comments, I know, because you know me chat enough. So yeah, man, once you have a bond and once you have the boundaries, like I give her boundaries, she give me my boundaries. She are the only person don't give boundaries, but me soon tell her what she do me. So some people try to do back and forth with the long distance, but that is costly and coming like a waste of time. Exactly, because if every 6 months or every 3 months one hour have to fly out or fly down, that money they couldn't have saved towards one house or something else. Long distance relations should be temporary. Yep, if you're not planning to settle down and move away to be with each other, then don't waste the person time. The person can find somebody else in the same country where mean them good, or them can find somebody else who willing to relocate. How long is too long to be doing long distance? That question is dependable upon the people who are into long distance relationship. Like Kevin said, 3 years should be a time when you're not ready to give up one on the world. 3 years should be enough time. Because people get married in a year, people get married in a 2 year. Like if you're going to wait 3 years before you decide if you want to move to Canada or move to Jamaica or to the States or whatever, that's long. You could have a baby in that, you could have 3 babies in a 3 years time. You could have get a degree in a 3 years time. So which level in the relationship you're going to want? Like if a degree you get in a 3 years, if a diploma you get in a 2 years, baby you get 3. So what is it that you want that some people go and wait 5 years? Like we've been dating for 5 years long distance and nobody plan to give up their world. So is it a case that you like your own space and she like her own space? Then I don't know. I don't want to stand on social media for people ban me. But if you like your own space, maybe relationship is not for you. How about having what they call it, friends with benefits? Because you are link ups. Because if you like your own space and me like my own space, then if you live with me, we're going to need 2 rooms. So when you lock up in your room, I don't come in there. And when I'm in mine, you don't come in mine. Then I don't want that. I want a relationship. I want to be with somebody 24 hours of the day in the same space. That means I'm going to itch up on you every move you make. May I give you space, you give me my space. But I think 3 years would be a good enough time. What do you think, RJ? For some people, it's different. What if she's in college or you're in college and you want to finish your college first? Finish your degree and then you migrate. If you're in a one job and the job say 5 years time, you're going to get $15 million because you've been working with them. Do you want to stay for $15 million or do you want to move to be with the one you love? Different reasons cause people to stick around longer. That's right, Shay eat a cake. Shay cook her cake and me have a good African forget cake that have a bags. My bags Shay have a cake. Alright. Me stand up and listen, start sing if this sounds funny. Me blood balls, so me not search nor answer phone. Exactly, because if you never put nothing in the person phone where you search, if a persons are just tuning in, please to give the live a thumbs up. I am seeing 20 persons on the live. Please give me some thumbs up if you like the person. Kevin, Conscious, Davis, just give the video a thumbs up. Alright, so if you're not like problem, don't search phone. Anybody search phone, maybe you like problem. Some people get turned on by it. I don't know. Some people people do things for different reasons. I'm not gonna bash a person who search a phone. I'm not gonna bash a person who watch them person. People do things for different reasons. Maybe them a watch you because them love watch you. Remember me that date this girl every ton she video me. And I'm like, yo, I don't like camera like that. You know, every suit of clothes me put on, she put it on her Snapchat. I never like, you know, some people, I'm the type of person who I don't really like repeat my clothes. Every time I step out, I feel like if I step out, that's something new. But there are times when me in our mood, like yesterday I wear this a suit of clothes and I decided to go back on the road. Like I was out with my girlfriend Friday at the hospital. Yesterday I was supposed to go to Walmart. And I'm like, yo, me just put on back the same shirt and I have on a phone on my own. But then remember I did it on social media, we did Friday night, so I'm like, shit. Me go put on the same shirt and wear it go Walmart and somebody off of YouTube go see me and identify me by the same shirt or the have on. It don't look good for my status. Me look like a nasty man because I'm in a beard. Because people not going to understand say you're beard and put on about the same clothes. They're going to think that they never beard. Or people going to think what they want to think. But do I want to live my life for people? No. But I'm just saying, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, every walk you walk, them take a picture, your clothes reach social media before you. And it's not even your social media. Like, lay out on that sometimes, you know. So, if you go search phone, you're going to see things where you not look to see. And it not really work. Like, to each his own. You love social media, me love social media, but there are different likes to it. I'm a social media person, but I don't live for social media. There's some people every week them wake up is a 30-minute snap, 15-minute snap, 10-minute snap. Right through the day, them a post all 30 snap. I have my days when I do that. Maybe once out every month. Me now vibes and Tommy Lee say under vibes, me under vibes. Sometimes me under vibes and boom bam. Me drop all 10 snap. If all a song I play and me like it, snap as in WhatsApp 30 seconds. Me like to bust some WhatsApp 30 seconds, especially if some song I play what me like. But am I the type of person where me get up, me I brush my teeth, snap. Me I cook, snap. Me I cook that. No, me don't have time for that. If I make a one video and done. The most videos I've made in my entire life is since I became a YouTuber. And I'm like, you know, because I want to do motivational talk, so I have to put out different contents at different times. I don't always want to put out something where I just sit and chat. People get bored. If I'm just going to sit and chat and nobody have a point or a way to interact, then people get bored. Like I'm talking on the live now and people can communicate with me live. When I do an upload and people watching a dead video, they just watch it because they want to support me. Because a lot of people watch it and they're like, it doesn't make sense I type because it's already uploaded. I can just wait for the answer. You know, you're watching a video, you're clicking at the comment section and you're like, shit, me just click and hear the man answer the question. They won't bother to go click for. So, different strokes, different folks. You like search phone, I hear a thing. Me just hope every time you search, you see some nice things, you know. If I me and me know some my woman love search for, me set up some trap for her. Make her one of my friend message me, change all her number and put boo and babes. And when you message me, just say, yo, me like what you give me today, me like how you put it on me today, yo. I hope your woman not find out this and all them. So me just set it up. Me just set up something if you find out and hurt you. That's how me stay. Me vindish it like that. So Claudine said 3 years too long. Alright, I agree. I think 3 years too long. Ooh, me just put my thumb on social media. Jesus Christ, it's not look good. Don't tell me something put on social media. I'm watching replay. Whoa, I'm watching replay. No, sir, this not cute. This don't. RJ said 2 years the max. You see, so one said 3 years too long and one said 2 years the max. Then you don't have a plan. You're not on the right track. Thumbs up, Taya. You're not having a running man over here today, so I'll be a thumbs up, yeah, give me. I want my daughter in 2 years, so that's my time. Jakia, you listening? Some people want them daughter in 2 years. I hope you're listening. Wife and husband, they me chat, big up on yourself. Skittles, dead with laugh for years. Pink wall, pick up, LOL. So me said to Kevin, yeah man, I saw the thing said, me I don't know we can leave me. Tired you fight a running man. Me say for a man or a woman that you love run too much then you're gonna lose weight. So I'm gonna tell you now what happened between me and Shay. In relationships and as parents, I hope some parents are watching these videos. 2020 parents, we're not talking about 2010 and 2000 and 1981 and 1980. Parents of 2020, you have to be careful of the way in which you speak to your children. LGBTQ parents, heterosexual parents, be careful of the way you speak to your children. Do not take it for granted that because you are the parent, whatever you say goes. Children nowadays are more educated, knowledgeable, sensible than the ones in our days. Our premiere, me soon the premiere, that's something we need to learn now. Me soon the premiere, me can talk to them like a live. So in relationship and friendship and family situation, parents, be careful you talk to your kids. Don't talk to them like whatever I say goes. Sometimes when you talk to your child or your children, you should make the conversation flow that they have an opportunity to agree or disagree or give their own input, advice, or feedback. I learned the hard way when my daughter came down on me the other day. So, you all know me live with my fiance. Prior to me living with Tasha, I used to be doing everything for myself. Wash, cook, clean, everything. All the women, maybe one or two dep on my life, when we used to fool around with and flirt with and try to date a long distance and stuff, I would have told them this. Like I say, lay your cards out. I always tell women who I date or women who want to date me that I want a woman who cooks. If you can't do nothing else, make sure you can cook. Because sex is not even paramount as much as food. I love my belly. I love my cook food. I don't like takeout. I support restaurants because I want to support them. If I could have my meal cooked 20 days a week. Did I say 20? Yes. That's how often I want my meal cooked. If you can't cook 20 days a week, 4 days a week is acceptable. You cook 4 days a week, then we have leftover for the next 3. Or you cook 3 days a week, we split that 3 day by 2 and we have it for 2 days each, so that is 6 days. On the 7th day, I will cook or buy takeout. I do not want to be in a relationship where I'm pressured to have to cook or share the chore of cooking because I specifically tell the woman from I'm dating I don't like to cook. Kevin cooks and Kevin cooks well from what I was told. But I don't want to feel like I have to cook. I tell every woman I date, 70% of the bills, I'll take it. And if you're good enough, you take care of me, I'll go up to 100. I'll pay 100% of the bills. It's not a problem. I've done it before in all my relationships, or most of my relationships. I go 100% on the bills. If I'm in a relationship and a person wants to help with the bills, I'll say to you, take 30 and I'll go 70. I'll go 80, I'll go 90. I don't have a problem. From your cook my food, give me, and keep my house clean, me do everything else. I love to clean. I have OCD diagnosed by myself. I'm a clean freak, like germophobia type. When me clean spick and span. I don't mind cleaning every day or every week if I have to. But at the end of the day, I lay my priorities out as to what I am looking for. Me can boil dumpling. So you can't cook, but you can boil dumpling. I don't like ironing, so I get you, RJ. So this is where I say lay your cards out in relationship from early. You don't like to cook, you don't like to iron. Tell what you don't like. So the woman might say, or the female, or the partner, or the dom, or the sub might say, I like to cook, so I'll do most of the cooking. That's a deal. I'll say, but I don't like to iron, and I don't like to clean. You can't like three things. I help you look. You don't like to cook, fine, then you go and clean. You don't like to iron, fine, the woman will iron, then you go and wash. You know what I mean? So there are things to do in the house that heterosexual men would say, man no wash, man no cook, man no clean. So that is where the problem came in with me and Shay. In my house, I tell the two persons who live with me that I don't like to cook, but I will cook as often as I can when I feel like. 1 day a week, 2 day a week, 3 day a week, I get it. My fiance is pregnant, so it's a case where I'm taking on most of the cooking. I also like Jamaican food, and my fiance is Bajan, so I cannot expect her to cook a Jamaican food and it tastes like a Jamaican person cook it until she learn my secret recipes and how my mother cook it. So it a go taste good, but not the way how Kevin cook it or not the way my mother cook it. So Twilight cook different from Wendy's. Wendy's cook different from Bunch of Grape. Bunch of Grape in Jamaica cook different from Lico Ochi. McDonald's food tastes different from KFC, if you get the point I'm trying to make. So you can't expect to go over McDonald's and go order a chicken burger and expect to get a KFC Zinger combo. No. Everybody stand them own purpose in the house, just like the relationship and the kitchen. So the other day, I tell Shay if you go wash plate. In my house, the rule is that whoever cooks doesn't wash the dishes. If I cook, Tasha or Shay wash the dishes. If Tasha cook, it's me or Shay, and vice versa. There's another rule before Tasha came. I told Shay she must wash dishes once a day. Regardless if she cook or did not cook, one of her main chores in the house is to wash the dishes once per day. Every day she has to wash the dishes. Whether she want to do it morning, noon, or evening, one day is hers. And if it's a case that Tasha cook or me cook, she might end up have to wash twice another day there, because it's the rule. So if Tasha sick and me cook, like how me cook now, she have to wash the plate. Even if she wash it this morning, she have to wash it this evening. It was my time to wash the dishes. I was pissed because I'm in my mood. So I'm like, yo, man, I don't want to come take them rule or come give a big man rule. Like, who's the head of the house? You don't come and come tell me say my time for wash plate. Yo, man, no wash plate. So I was in my mood. Take a drink. Like I tell people, when I get anxious, I don't want to be talked to. When I go through my little phase for the testosterone, the side effects, sometimes I get anxious. When I get anxious, I just need a minute to breathe. Just a minute. So if I'm here and I'm getting anxious while talking to you guys, maybe I just take a sip. Maybe I get up to use the washroom. It depends. Because like I'm here, I already set my pace, so my anxiety won't just chip in for no reason. Unless somebody come on the live, comes to something to piss me off. Then you know I'm human. So even a person who is not on testosterone, if somebody says something to piss you off, then your mood might change. So it's not just about being anxious or being on testosterone. So me say, yo, me not wash plate mood now. I'm telling man, una woman in the yard, I don't need to go wash. Madam Shay said to me I'm being sexist. So me say, oh dear, you tell me I'm being sexist because I decide I'm not gonna wash no dishes. Shay said the way how me sound is as if I'm saying because I'm the man no wash plate. She have a point, because that's exactly what I wanted to say, but me just never say it out. Me say, yo, no take man feed that man a wash plate really like you no think me a girl, no wash plate vibes, cause me did piss. So me say, no wash plate vibes. If you no wash the plate, them dash them, broke them, throw them in the bin. So I went to the supermarket and I buy plastic plate. For a Corona come in, I buy one what you call them plate, the foam plates. You just eat out of them and just throw them in the garbage. I bought a lot of them because when it's my time to wash plate, especially if me cook, I just share the food in the plastic plate most times so we don't have to wash them. Especially when we cook like our curry. You know curry hard to wash and me can't man, me not like feel grease for man. So in order for not wash the curry plate, me just share in a plastic foam plates and we just throw them away after. Me pissed, because I never want to cook, so me so me have to say. My daughter told me I'm being sexist. I said, well, why would you say I'm being sexist? She go for her phone and she tried to show me the word sexist. I said, I'm not in front of nobody. And just avoid me right now. Leave me alone. I go about my business, go up on the balcony, chill, do what I want, do whatever. Because she said, I'm not talking to you at this moment. I say, excuse me? Your parent here, what you mean you not talk to me? You're not typical Jamaican parent. When you call a child, the child's supposed to come running. The child is not expecting that when a parent talk to them supposed to do as them like. They have to come running. So I grew up with that mentality. So when you talk to a child, the child must come and listen to what you have to say. So me say, excuse you me. You can't tell me say you may not need to talk to you now because not in this moment. Come here. So she was like, Kevin, you wanted your space. I gave you your space. Now I need my space. It's only fair for me to get my space. Me couldn't see through that. I could not see through that. You wanting your space to do what? So I'm like, this don't make no sense to me. So she went by herself. I went by myself. And we went our separate ways. I went on the road, get some stuff. Then I came back. In the night, I tried talking to her. She's like, you're telling me that you're not sexist and you're a trans man. You of all persons should understand that growing up in Jamaica, the way in which the parents socialize and speak to you as a girl, if you were a girl and you know you were not a girl, that was not something that you liked or wanted. So why is it that you sit around and let people bully you and say things to you that you're not comfortable with? But know that you're a trans man and you have the opportunity to make a difference and you're doing the same thing that Jamaican parents would have done to their kids. So me say, whoa, that one you hit a nerve. Me take about 1 hour before me reply. Because I'm like, I'm not even sure how to respond to that. The fact that she's going to say I'm a trans man and I should have known better. That part, that hit me. Take about an hour. Walk, chill. I always make a deal. You all cooking, I'll do the laundry, cleaning. Yeah, should be done by the woman. Period. Nothing should be left undone. Hold on, but Jackie, you say? I agree with Kevin. I agree with Kevin. Yeah, should be done by the woman. Nothing should be left undone. Me pray that. I do the cleaning and I cook every day. Perform properly and turn me yamed and pay all the bills. She's very outspoken, yeah. So, because I feel like the way we were socialized in Jamaica, the man's supposed to pay the bills and provide for the family, and the woman is supposed to wash, cook, clean, and iron. That was how I was socialized. So, I've been in a relationship where I thought that is the norm and that is the way it should have been. But after coming to Canada and coming out as a trans, I realized that that is not the right way because if there's a man in a relationship and he cooks better than the woman, why should the onus be placed on the woman to always be cooking if she can't cook? If she can't cook and every time she cook it goes to the garbage, then money has been wasted, time has been wasted, and the effort that she's putting into it could have been put into something else. So we should not raise our kids the way we were raised to say, yeah, the girl in the yard, go wash the plate. It's a woman's duty for wash plate. So that was where I went wrong. When I'm going to tell her that she should go wash the plate. If Tasha sick and Tasha don't feel like wash the plate, she had the girl in the yard, so she should do it. What she said to me after I calmed down and I said we need to talk. She said to me, Kevin, I'm not saying you can't set the rules in the house. You're the man of the house. It's your house. I get that. Setting the rules is not the problem. The problem is how you come across sexist when you're setting the rules. I said, what do you mean by that? Because I've never been told that I was sexist. I never had to deal with a sexist response or defend myself. She said to me, maybe you say it and not understand how it impacts or how it came across. So let me explain to you. This is why you send me to school so I can get a good education to help you so you can help other people. I say, okay, tell me where I went wrong. She said to me, tell her I want her to wash the dishes because I'm not feeling well and I would like if she can wash the dishes. Or I'm in my zone, Shay, can you do the dishes? Don't say to her, go and wash the dishes because she's the girl child. Like, she should wash the dishes because she's a girl. What if she's not a girl? Or what if Shay is just a person? What if Shay didn't feel like a girl and Shay was a trans and Shay was Shay would have wanted to wash the dishes, but the moment I say go wash the plate because you're the girl picking out of the yard, it's gonna kill her ego and her as a person if she's not what I see her to be. So when I said to her, so what are you? Are you a girl or are you a boy? She said, you're not getting it, Kevin. You're not getting it. It doesn't have anything to do with who I am, what my gender is. What I have a problem with is because you're coming across sexist when you're telling me I should go wash the dishes because it's a female's job to wash the dishes. What if I am not a boy or a girl? Just saying, for clarity's sake and for learning purposes, I'm just saying to you, if I wasn't any of the above, just say to me, Shay, can you wash the dishes? We would not have gotten all the way around to where we got around to the point where we are not talking right now. I had to take my lashing, and it was food for the soul. I learned something from it. So some people went and they gave me thumbs down. Thank you for the thumbs down, silly. Because you go come on my live and then you go give me 6 thumbs down. Thank you for the thumbs down. It motivates me to speak more because you don't know how much I like when I see these things sometimes, because it just show that I'm robbing somebody. Somebody's been hurting by the things that I'm saying. Like them say the truth hurts. So I'm speaking the truth and there's somebody out there who's not okay with the truth, so they're gonna give it thumbs down. Not even gonna dwell upon that. So basically, yes, she have a point, and I teach her to self-advocate, because in Canada, if you don't know how to stand up for yourself, people will walk over you. You come here as a Jamaican and you don't know how to speak standard English. You don't know how to navigate the process and the transition. People will take you for a fool. And I was happy when my 13-year-old sat me down and said to me, this is where you're going wrong. And I'm going to take the time out to educate you now. If you make that mistake again, then we're going to run into bigger problems. I don't want problems because I love my kid dearly. You all can see that. I want her growing up thinking I'm sexist. So now, my for nice up. Shay, can you please go and wash the dishes? But period. Parents, you have to understand. It's not a joke thing. It's very serious. She reminds me of my 9. She has a valid point, Kevin. Yeah, she does. She reminds me of my 9-year-old son. He would have said the same thing. Well said. She has a point, Kevin. I love her explanation. Listen, this child teach me something, because the way we were socialized, the man's supposed to do this and the woman's supposed to do that. There are people out there who don't see themselves as either man or woman. So what are you going to tell them if you should be in a relationship with them? And that is why I say there are a lot of things that people have to speak about. There is so much things out there that people need to learn. If you're going into a relationship with someone, a lot of studs would say they're not okay with dating a bisexual. Some men would say they're not okay with dating a trans woman because they will never see her as a woman. To each his own. But do not let the way you feel hurt another person when you express the way you feel. Remember, you have to think about how it's going to impact the other person, the words that are coming out of your mouth. So even though I was in my zone where I was a little anxious, the right thing for me to have done then was not to say anything. But knowing Shay don't give me a break. When it's Shay time, it's like Shay time. So then I had to tell her, no, then you're going to have to back up. If I say to you I need my space, give me my space. Because if you don't give me my space, I might say things that I have to apologize about after. I may not get the chance to think. It's like you're walking and something is falling from you. You're either going to catch it or let it fall. If your response system is fast, you might be able to catch it before it fell. But if you don't have a fast enough system, it's going to fall. You have to deal with the problem after. For me, I like to prevent things from happening rather than have to cure or fix it. So if I had known that saying go wash your plate because you're a girl or you're a girl would have offended her, I would not have said it. And I remember using that line to her on several occasions. So you can imagine how long she's been internalizing this. Can you imagine how long she's been having problems with it and she never wanted to say anything because maybe she was afraid of hurting my feelings? So parents, Know your kids. It doesn't matter how young they are. Have talks with them. Teach them how to self-advocate. Teach them how to peer educate. Because if my daughter never sit me down and talk to me, I wouldn't see that I'm doing the same thing that my parents used to do to me. Little girl go sweep the yard. Little girl go wash your hair. Little girl go do this. And that is being sexist. That is like you being like stereotyping to say because you're a girl you're supposed to do this. So I just have to be more careful of the way I use my words when it comes to her and any other children who I'm dealing with. Because a girl looks like a girl doesn't mean she's a girl, and because a boy looks like a boy doesn't mean he is a boy. Treat people as people and not because of their gender. That's the lesson I learned from the conversation with my child. Treat me because I'm human. If I want to wash the toilet or if I want to clean the washroom, I should not feel like I'm a girl washing a washroom. I should feel like I'm a person who uses the washroom and it's okay to wash the washroom sometimes. Because if I don't make it that easy or that comfortable for her, then she might never wash the washroom. Because what if she feels different from how I see her? So me grow up thinking say man no cook. A woman supposed to cook food. A woman supposed to wash, cook and clean. So maybe I was putting off some of that belief on people in previous relationship or in the relationship that I just had or the one I'm in right now. So it's not too late to learn and make the changes. Am I making myself clear, people? Alright. Yeah, so we have to be careful how we come across, and as we go along, we have to study our kids and teach them the right way. Not teach them the way in which your parents taught you, because I remember I'm telling somebody of the conversation that happened between me and Shay, and somebody was saying to me, nah, she's being disrespectful. Me never sit down and make she talk to me like that, and I'm like, why would you assume that so quick? I'm like, okay, if that's what you think is what you think, but I don't think she's being disrespectful. She's trying to self-advocate the way she knows how. So when we got to the bottom line of it, sexist, me nah never get that they call again, can me learn something new. So yes, parents, you come across to your kids, you may come across as being sexist, and that's not a good thing. It's like you're judging them and you're giving them chores based on their gender, which is not supposed to be. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. 2020 parents, you realize I said it about 4 times. 2020 parents, we have to change the way in which we socialize and communicate with our kids. Can you plug that one in for me, please? We have to change the way in which we socialize and communicate with our kids, because kids nowadays are different from the ones 6 and 10 years ago. Clear like mud, crystal clear. Yeah, this is charging, you know. Yeah, man, we have to keep educating each other, because if I never, like me coming here now and telling you guys of my experience with the word sexist may open up eyes for somebody else. Other heterosexual persons might be watching this video. Like, a lot of people are learning new things since I started doing this blog. A lot of persons are coming out to me, messaging me, telling me thanks for doing these things, because a lot of people would not take the time out of their busy schedule to come and educate people. And that is why, if you check my bio, I say I'm an activist, a peer educator, a motivational speaker, and yawa.
Hand talker. Okay.
And I do different things. As a peer educator, I educate people about
Hi, Samara.
just about anything I can educate people about. I educate people about the LGBTQ2 plus, who we are, why we are the way we are. Yeah, 2 as in the number 2.
Yeah, two
And then
spirited.
Q.
But it's LGBTQ.
2Q plus.
LGBTQ+.
Are you a part of the LGBTQ2 plus?
What does that mean?
because they add some new letters to it. So
Yeah, but it's plus. You don't put the two.
are you the
plus.
activist or is it me?
Me.
Okay.
Activism.
So the fact that I'm the activist, that means I know more than you. So just like how you
but
can
it's
educate me, I can
slang.
educate
It's
you too.
slang. LGBTQ plus. LGBTQ.
Check out your bed.
It's 9
So-
o'clock.
RJ, clear as mud, and you don't want to lose your kids, so it's best to adapt. Exactly. So if you don't want to lose your kids' parents, you need to learn these things.
Yeah,
Shall leave me
Kevin.
here now.
Shh, no.
Parents,
You're not bad,
you need to learn how to talk, how to communicate with your kids, how to accept them for who they are. I'm waiting for a parent. I'm trying to book according to her schedule. A trans man, his mother is going to come on my live or maybe just a pre-recorded video to send some encouraging words to parents of children who are a part of the LGBTQ, because she had to unlearn or understand her son for who he is. Her son was born with female organs and genitals and hormones, but her son has transitioned into a man and has been on testosterone, I think, over 3 years. Have a lot of facial hair and everything. You look at him, you will never think that he was born a female. So the mother have some advice to give parents. So when that person is coming on, I'll let you all know. It should have been yesterday, but because I had to take some time out with my family, spend some time with my fiance because she wasn't feeling well, so I had to postpone it. I'm also gonna have a gay man come on my channel very soon. I'm just trying to book some time that he's book a time that he's available to come on and speak to us, because I wanna bring people on who can help to motivate you all, because a lot of men out there are having feelings for men, but because they are afraid of how society would see them and treat them, they tend to hide the feelings. I was on a Facebook post today.
Yeah, I need to ask you something. You're welcome. You're welcome.
What did you do?
Did you see that?
Thank you.
I got it up from 12 to 8.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, a lot of persons are out there trying to figure out who or what they are. I was on a Facebook post today in a group, and a male post a comment or a status saying, "Have you ever been approached by someone of the same sex? How did you handle it?" A young man went and commented on the post and said, "This big fish saw me one day, complimented me how my shoes go well with my outfit, and then apparently he had this look or this smile on his face." This person who is writing the comment said that, "I just gave him one look and walked back way to my car, because next thing he's gonna tell me I have a nice ass." Now you tell me, if you are comfortable with your sexuality and a gay man gives you a compliment, did the gay man say, "I like you, I want to date you, I want to take you out"? No. A compliment is a compliment. So if I see a nice lady out there and I should say to you, "Oh, nice outfit," or "I like your hair," is she going to walk back way because I'm a trans man and I'm hitting on her? Good night, lovely, stopping by as always. Thank you for stopping by. I know you gotta go do your thing. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. Hey Richard, big up yourself, bless up yourself, Wagwan. Kiki, sweet, still up on the live. All of you there, big up on yourself, bless up on yourself. Remember to give the video a thumbs up. So if you're comfortable in your sexuality, you're a cis man, you don't like men. So because a gay man gives you a compliment, what does that mean? You automatically become gay? No. You just accept the compliment and say thank you and keep on walking. You turning your back to walk away from the person, just dumb. That don't make no sense to me. Another person would say, "Oh, a lesbian hit on her," and she just tell the person, "That's not my thing, strictly dickly." Like, okay, if that's how you turn down an offer, then it's up to you. But be comfortable in your own circle, in your own self. Whoever you are, whatever you identify as, be you. If you're not a part of the LGBTQ community and someone from the community should make a compliment, give you a compliment, or try to hit on you, be respectful in your response. Don't come across as being negative and disrespectful, because remember, we are human beings just like yourself. Having a conversation with somebody who is a part of the LGBTQ2 plus doesn't make you a part of the LGBTQ. I also said in previous video, if a woman have sex with a woman, you don't automatically become a lesbian. It takes a process. It is something that has to happen repeatedly until you develop feelings for the person. I also would like to encourage a lot of persons who say they are heterosexual or cisgender. Sometimes you are not who you think you are. If a LGBTQ person should hit on you and you know that's not what you want, you like opposite sex, you don't want to participate in such a conversation or activity, just be respectful in denying it. Because you never know. You disrespect that person, and 10 days later that person could be someone to help you, and they might deny you of the help that you need because of how you disrespected them a couple days ago. Them say what drop off a head, drop on shoulder. Today you might be the one, they might be the one in need, tomorrow it might be you. You disrespect me today and I'm in the position to help you tomorrow. I have a choice not to help you, just like how you choose not to help me. So if a person hit on you, it doesn't mean that they're gonna rape you. It doesn't mean you're gonna catch the disease and become a part of the LGBTQ. We are not contagious. And also LGBTQ persons who are out there hitting on straight people, kind of stop it. Especially if you have to pressure them into doing it, don't. Because pressuring anybody into doing something that they don't want to do, anything happening by force, can be something else where the law is concerned. So don't be pressuring people. Don't be arguing with people. Don't fight people. If them say them no want your strap, them want a real D, then let them stay with them real D. Just like how no man can come to me and tell me, say, me need a B or a D, or me need a man. I don't want that. And I don't respect people who come to me and put that to me, because accept me for who I am. You can't accept me, tolerate me. I'm not about telling you what to eat and what to drink and how to drink it. So don't come and tell me what to eat, when to eat, and what to drink. I made it public. I love women. And I proposed to my fiance. So it's obvious that this is who I am and this is where I want to be. I'm not trying to convince anybody to be anything else. So I don't tolerate people who are trying to convince me to tell me otherwise. You want to say something? I have 14 people on the live. Come say hello.
I don't speak English. No es hablo inglés.
Eh?
No es hablo inglés.
Eh?
No es hablo inglés.
I don't speak English. He come like the man who run past me when I was doing security one day. He ran past me, he was running to the washroom. And I'm chasing this man. I'm like, hello sir, you're not supposed to be here. This is a private premises. Here the man, no English, no English, no English. All he kept running and saying was no English. So what
if you know if that was the only word he learned in English, so he can't tell people in a
So why would you just
tell
learn
them to
two
follow
words?
your TikTok? It's like if somebody asks French, I have to learn a word in French if they're talking. So I'm like, whatever.
You know I'm not really a TikTok person.
Yeah, but they can follow you, and you need to change your TikTok name because they have some
yeah,
054732 in it.
What is my TikTok name?
You have some 0527.
Okay, when I figure it out, I'll them. So guys, my clothing, my
Hi.
Teespring account is up and running.
Ray J, RJ. Ray J.
My Teespring account is
Teespring?
up and running. My online merch. I'm going to drop you the link. The link is on my Facebook, if you can find my Facebook, and it's also in my business page. I just have a few accessories up and out right now. That's my TikTok.
Yeah, can you
So down now, Yana, move too fast.
It's not focusing because of
Hold
the
on.
light. It's because of the light. See, it's not focusing.
I don't know. I have to drop the link in my
It's not focusing.
I'll drop the link in my description. So
Big flex right
put it, type it in. Type in me something. So share, the people them can't see it.
Touch the screen so you can focus. Well, that's your phone fault.
Yeah, that's why I say because your phone is too shine.
My phone too
Your
shine.
phone too shine.
How am I supposed to do that?
They just type the information there if you want them to follow me on TikTok because my TikTok is boring. I'm not about social media like that. So I don't know what she is trying to show you all to follow me on TikTok, whatever. I'm not even a TikTok person. She's the one who posts stuff when she feel like for me. So basically, people have to understand that we're not contagious. Tolerate us because we're a part of the human race and we're all here to stay. If you don't have to associate yourself with us. But if we're in the same space, just acknowledge that we're a part of the same space and be respectful. Just like how I walk around every day and I have to see heterosexual people holding hands and kissing and showing affection to their partners, but us as LGBTQ persons are not given the same privilege because to heterosexual people it's nasty and it's a shame and it's a sin. But then murderers and killers and rapers, they're all sinners and they walk around every day and nobody looks on them like they're contagious and all of that. So let people live. If it's not for you, it's just not for you. What's that, Chef Sharad?
She's sleeping or in the bed sleeping or in bed sleeping. Or she's in the bed, either she's sleeping or she in the bed.
Bye, Shea.
She in the bed sleeping.
Some of everything. What's up, Kevin, and hello to everyone in the chat. Big up yourself, some of everything. Today we were talking about a bunch of things. I started out talking about long distance relationship. How do people cope with long distance relationships? Some of the do's and the don'ts of long distance relationship and some of the ways in which you can contribute to making your long distance relationship work. Then I went into giving parents some advice as to how to deal with their children. Parents of 2020, I send a message to them. When I say parents of 2020, I mean parents who are still alive right now and who can hear my words to understand that the way in which we were trained or raised by our parents, we cannot give the same training and teaching to our children nowadays because society is changing. A lot more education is out there and children are more privileged to understand life for what it is. So they are now in a better position to advocate for themselves and to decide what they want and what they will stand for. Back in the days, parents could flog their child and nothing comes out of it. Try to hit a child in Canada and they call the children, what they call them, children aid? They call the children aid on you or they call the police.
CVS, CIS, CVS,
Children's
LAPD.
aid. Shake your bed.
Child Protective Services.
So
CVS.
they will call the child protection services or the children's aid on you, and then you will get a fine or they may take your children away from you. So people have to understand that the way in which we were socialized and the way in which our parents would have bullied us, we cannot bully our kids the same. I had a conversation with my daughter the other day and I told her to go and wash the dishes because she's a girl and girls are supposed to wash dishes. I remember saying like, you're the only girl child in the house, go and wash the dishes. And my kid had to sit me down and tell me that I was sexist. And I said, what do you mean? And she's like, but you're in the house, you can wash the dishes too. So what do you mean by I'm the only girl child, I should wash the dishes? So are you saying that because I'm a girl, I'm supposed to wash the dishes as if men don't wash dishes too? So I was taken back by it because I never looked at it like that because that is how we were socialized. Growing up, they would tell a little girl go wash the plate, little girl go wash this, little girl go do this. And the boys would not do anything. The parents would say, girl, Pitney, come and learn to cook because when you have man, you need to know how to cook for the man and all these things. Not realizing that that's like bullying. You trying to teach me something and coming across in an aggressive way. How do you expect the child to learn? What do you expect the child to learn from that? So I was sending message to parents. So if you get a chance to go back and watch the video, you can catch on to what you've missed. Yes, we have to go about things differently now because the children now are more educated where life is concerned. As my daughter said to me, I will wash the dishes as a person, not because I'm a girl and it is my chore. And I'm saying to her, when did it come to me setting rules in my house? How did I move from being the head of the house, setting chores, as to becoming a trans man, being called sexist? And she said to me, the way in which you structure your sentence, you came across as being sexist. What if it wasn't me that you were talking to? What if you were talking to somebody who is a trans? And I'm like, she's correct, because I knew from I was very young that I was not a girl. But I had to live my life as a girl because it was what my family wanted me to think. It was what society wanted. So I lived a lie for so many years. So if I was talking to a child like her who would have been me at my age, at the age of 13, when I knew I liked girls and I was like a boy, how would that come across to me if it was me who somebody spoke to like that? Go wash your plate because you're a girl. And I know in my head that I'm not a girl. So we have to be careful how we speak to the kids nowadays. Yes, the kids actually, they can make you look at life in a different way, because trust me, after that conversation with my daughter, I was led to tears. I was crying because I'm like, if she never took the time out to speak to me, because at first when she started talking, I was like, how dare you speak to me like that? And she's like, no, Kevin, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm trying to show you where you went wrong. And you are a person who says that you do a lot of advocacy. So if you teach me to advocate for myself, you have to be able to sit and listen to me while I advocate. And don't take it that I'm trying to disrespect you, because I would not disrespect you. You see that, because if you watch my videos, you would see the bond that I have with my daughter. So her coming across to me as being disrespectful, I would not sit with that, because we don't live like that. We don't argue. We never fought. We never. This was our first fallout, and it took me hard. And then she came and she hugged me and she's like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I just want you to hear me out. And I had to sit down and listen. And I was led to tears. And I'm like, how many other times have I said that to her? How many other times have I used sexist words to other people and not know? Knowledge is powerful. And a lot of times we say things to people out of ignorance and out of the fact that we don't know better and we don't know how much it's affecting the person. I'm the type of person who I'm not afraid of apologizing. If I say something to offend you, and you can show me where I offended you, and if I was wrong, I'm going to admit that I was wrong and I'm going to apologize. Persons who are just passing through my life, please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Samara, everybody have feelings, no matter who is hitting on you. If you have to deny them, it's best to do it respectfully. Yeah, because LGBTQ people tend to go through a lot of discrimination. Like, people don't understand that when a heterosexual person, say a heterosexual man sees a nice lady in a bar, and he approaches her and he says, good evening, I like your outfit. Are you here alone? And she would be like, no, I'm here with my husband. Or, I'm here alone, but I'm not up for company. That's being polite. And he walks away. So why is it when a gay man walks up to a gay man and say, well, walk up to a straight man? Because remember, a gay man walks up to a straight man, he cannot assume that he's straight. A lot of gay men look straight, a lot of straight men look gay. You can't assume because of the way the person looks. So if I see you, just like how the heterosexual man sees the woman and or the cisgender or the feminine looking person and approaches her and say, you look nice, are you here with somebody? Conversation started. She turned him down in a nice way. So when a gay man walks up to a man, he might assume the man is gay. He never know. Maybe he just wants to check out. And he says, good afternoon, I like your outfit. Oh, nice outfit. And then you're going to turn to him, I'm like, I'm not gay. He never asked you if you were. All he said is, I like your outfit. But then you're going to walk away and turn your back because a fish came onto you. All he said to you was, I like your outfit. So it's not okay the way in which people turn people down and the way in which people interpret people's conversation. If the gay man had said to him, "Oh, I like your outfit. Are you here with anyone? Are you single?" Then that's a definite hit. But how can you say the person hit on you when he only gave you a compliment? So if that's the case, all these women who I give compliment, even though I'm in a committed relationship, I'm hitting on them, then I need to stop give compliments. Hey Terry, big up yourself. You're here checking in. Bless up, bless up. So you're telling me people are saying that when gay people or heterosexual people hit on to heterosexual people, it's okay. But if a gay person or a lesbian or a trans hit on somebody who is heterosexual, it's not okay. Like, it's not fair. How do we know who is straight from who is not straight? I've been with a lot of heterosexual women. A lot of women who told me that they're straight, I've been with them. Even when I was a lesbian, I slept with them. And what? Does it change your title from being heterosexual? No. You only change your title if you feel differently or you start having feelings after a time. It's a process. You don't just get up and become lesbian because one kiss or because you had sex with one woman. That doesn't make you a lesbian. Read the definition in the dictionary. So heterosexual people just have to be a little more tolerative or be a little more tolerant to us. This happens all the time. Many people always assume that if you're into the same sex that you want them and it be opposite. Exactly. Like sometimes you don't even see them. Sometimes you don't even see them. You just want to give a compliment. Like if you see somebody and them look good, you should be okay to tell a person them look good. They treat gays as if we are contagious. If I stand with you and I have a conversation with you, tomorrow I'll be gay. If you are gay and you're a teacher or you're a lesbian and you're a teacher, I don't want you to teach my kids because you're going to teach them to become gay and lesbian. That's dumb. That doesn't make any sense. We are wonderful people out there. Like, we are educated people out there too. A lot of LGBTQ people are educated. We have our money. We have our life together. Not for we drive car and have a house, and a lot of straight people don't have half of what we own. But at the same time, you're out there hating on us. Like, what's the point? Show love. If you can't show love, then stay up on the left. To the left, to the left. Let us stay one side and you stay one side if you can't show love. It's that simple. It's as simple as that. So, I'm just here spreading some love on a Sunday evening. Positive vibe. Nothing much to do. Had a little stuff taken care of earlier on. And I had to shout out to some people and give them thanks. Some people been praying for me and my family, so just here to shout out people, let them know that I'm still around, trying to get my YouTube channel up to the monetization stage because I have a lot more in store. I want to help people to leave their country to come to Canada and migrate to different country or even still be in their country and try to find ways to cope with the reality of life. Whatever it is that they're going through wherever they're at. Just listening to Kevin's channel, my different motivational topics, people can relate to a lot of the things that I speak about on my channel, and people will rest assured that they are not alone. So if I can get the whole of Jamaica to move to Canada, you can stay in Jamaica and be happy. So if you're in Jamaica and you're feeling depressed, you're in Barbados, you're in Trinidad, you're in Guyana, you're in St. Lucia, you're in St. Vincent, wherever in the world you are and you're feeling depressed, you should be able to watch one of my videos and say, let me see what Kevin says about depression. Let me see what Kevin says about this, that. And you feel connected with the world again. Corona is taking place right now. A lot of persons are not able to pay for their counseling sessions because they're not working. A lot of persons are not able to meet up with their friends and socialize because the clubs are closed. The restaurants are not having people for too long. So people become withdrawn. People don't have a social life anymore. So instead of being there watching Pasa Pasa and Mix Up on Facebook and IG, they come on YouTube and they spend an hour with me on my video or my live, and I motivate and encourage you. When you leave my channel, you feel blessed. You feel like it was worth my 1 hour. Other persons would be on their social media, chat people business, and you leave with a bag of mix up in your head. What did you learn? Absolutely nothing. But I was here today and I was able to speak about my personal experience where I had to talk to my daughter, and my daughter had to speak to me about the way I come across as being sexist. A lot of times people in our circle come across as being discriminative and they don't even know. I was at school in 2019 to 2020, I did my SSW course. And the reason why I decided to become a motivational speaker, I was in class and we decided to start a movement in social movement. That was the name of the class. So the teacher said we need to come up with the name of a movement, like a campaign, and bring something to life. In my group that I was placed in, they asked what topic I wanted to do. I say if I should be the one to choose a topic, my topic would be stop discriminating against transgenders, or stop the discrimination against transgenders. The person said, why do I say that? I said, because I'm a transgender. The person was like, you're a transgender? I'm like, yeah, I was born a female and I transitioned to a male. She's like, oh my God. I never even noticed that because I never looked at you to see or da 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 da. I'm like, okay. Then we started having the discussions as to how we're going to go about the group. I say this to say, inside of that group, the group is called Stop Discrimination Against Transgenders. There was somebody inside of the group who was discriminating against me. No, I pretend as if it never mattered. When it was time to deal with the graphics part of the presentation, I told them use my pictures because I'm a trans man and I have come across a lot of discrimination since I attended that college or that institution. I gave them the pictures of me trying to use the male washroom with a bunch of persons behind me staring me down like I'm not a man and I shouldn't be using a male washroom. I tried to go to the female washroom and it was the same thing. The females are looking at me like, okay, what are you doing here? You're in the wrong place. So then I felt like an outcast. So when I told the persons to use the pictures that I chose, this person decided to use some pictures of some white people, some people who they've never met, some people who you can't even prove if they're trans, some people who just have under their profile that I'm a transgender, I'm out and I'm loud. And I'm like, anybody could make up a post and edit it. I've seen people post pictures before and they go back and change the picture and keep the caption. I've seen people Photoshop people's face and put it on something else and make it their own. So I'm saying you go off social media and Google and Facebook and you take down pictures of trans men and use it, but yet here I am, it's my movement, it's my topic, and you choose to use somebody else's picture. Don't you see that as discrimination? The person said, how is that discrimination? I say this to say a lot of times persons are not knowledgeable of what it is or ways in which you can discriminate against somebody, and that is why they tend to do it. But the moment you educate them and let them know where they're going wrong, it's a different cup of tea, I promise you. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to become an advocate and a peer educator, among others, motivational speaker. I'm also a HIV activist and I'm not even HIV positive. Because I realize that these people are people who are found among the minority group and they are underrepresented. They don't get a chance to speak up for themselves. So I went and I got my qualification so I can be an advocate and an activist for HIV persons. So for the persons who are just tuning in, thank you for passing through. This is your boy Hothead Kev. Today's topic or topics, first I did long distance relationship, how to cope with long distance relationship, why people love long distance relationship, or why do some people rather long distance relationship rather than being in the same country or the same area with the person who they're dating. Among other things, I send advice to parents, 2020 parents or parents of 2020. If you're still alive in the year 2020, there are different ways to approach dealing with your kids nowadays. How you communicate with them now is different from how your parents communicated with you when you were kids. Because a lot of terms have changed, a lot of pronouns have changed, and right now where the world is at, you just have to accept people or tolerate people for who they are. So those who are just coming in, remember to like the video. If you did not catch the first part of the video, feel free to go back and watch the video. Yep, so for the persons who are still here, I hope you liked my discussion today. I hope you liked my topic today. If there's anything that you want to ask, feel free to go ahead. Ask your questions now because I've been talking all night. Now it's time for you to ask questions and I can answer them. Ask whatever question you want to ask. Continue to spread the knowledge and positive vibes. Thank you. I definitely will. I definitely will. Because I know that we're not a disease and we're not contagious. So people just have to live with us. Live among us, live with us, whichever way they choose. But we are a part of society and we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. So people, I'm waiting for your questions. I know some people are getting delayed broadcast. Some people don't get the message or the words as soon as I say them. Some people get it like a minute after. So I'm just going to give you a minute to say what's on your mind. What do you feel about my topic today? If you were here from the beginning of the topic, how did you like my topic today or my presentation or my motivational speech for today? Tell me, did you learn anything? If you learned anything, and if there's any question that you want to ask, I'm going to give you a minute to ask your question. You love run. That's all you can do. I run. You're busy. When you're not on WhatsApp, I said message you over here, run. You're busy. You go and run, man. Me go send you over Panama. Over Panama, me go and send you. Remember me tell you. Slay Queen, you need to link me up because I want to give you some work to do. Show the people them. I'm going to be here for about 3 more minutes. And then we wrap up. What I need to say? Me nah stop. You for stop run. Me send you over Panama for the big woman. Big woman over Panama wait for you. So make sure you can angle it. Make sure you can angle it. What's up? I know you got me, bro. I know you got me. I know you got me like that. I know you're one of my top supporter, one of my top fan. They've got to make one plaque for the people them who support me through and through. Never give out some top fans award. But then probably might delay. Because I go call 10 names and then the next 20 fight me. So me go make a list with my top fans. My top fans them give me a 30 minutes video. 30 seconds, sorry. I'm gonna let my top fans give me a 30-second video saying what they like about me or my channel and why they keep coming, and then I'm gonna make a big video and post it with everybody. So my top fans them put up on a 30, start think about on a 30-second video. What do I want to say? Wanna love me? Or wanna hate me? Earlier on I had 38 thumbs up. 38 thumbs up was on the live. And all of a sudden it gone down to 34 and 6 thumbs down. Cheers, Addy. I know you had a visitor earlier, and big up yourself, big up your family, and big up your visitor. Tell the visitor I say shout out if the visitor is still there. I know you got me back, man. No worries. And even if you don't know comment on the chat, me know no delay. Just make the chat go and run. Because once we're still live, me still get my hours. Once we're still live, me still get my hours. So one next hater go over there, go give me thumbs down and talk, hi. I want to play with me, you know, look man. Somebody I look man. Anyways, my love you all for being here, and I love the thumbs up them. So you know, stay man. I just run it for the next 22 minutes and get me 3 hour clock. Once I stay for the next 22 minutes, I get me 3 hour. Remember, I never get to go live Saturday or Friday, so I'm trying to make back my time so I can keep my hours up. Because if you don't keep your hours constant, then YouTube tend to take back some of your hours from you. I'm trying to get to the monetization stage, so me try start early tonight, so you can stay with me all night. A joke, me done 10 o'clock, so I just have 19 more minutes to stay with me. Give me 19 more minutes on the time. So what I want to talk about, I have 19 minutes. But Venica there, Venica says my today was informative. I'm glad that it was. And I'm going to continue to push out informative content. When you say you're not on my WhatsApp, I need to get a WhatsApp, because I have a campaign group. More added to my campaign group. Right, Lataya. You don't feel like we can add Venica over there, even though Venica sound like she's straight. We can add her over there, Because we don't want to be all about straight people, though. We don't want to be all about LGBTQ people. We want some straight people around we. Big up to metrosexual people them who always follow me, subscribe to my video. Oh, me need to shout out Tasha auntie. Tasha, what your auntie name? Your auntie will always send big thanks to me and big shout out and all these things. Tasha, what your auntie name? Big up my wife, my fiance's aunt in Barbados. She's always sending some motivational videos, voice notes, telling me to keep up the good work and keep on taking care of Tasha and make Tasha happy and all these things. Tasha auntie over in a Barbados where I was watching a video them. I think her father sister. I'm not know she name. Tasha not tell my lady name. Big up yourself, auntie so and so. Auntie so and so, big up yourself. Me know when you watch the video, yeah, you go call her, you go send a voice note and say you hear it. Big up my fiance mother. Always support me. There's not a day goes by and she not check in for me. Miss Patricia, big up yourself. Bless up yourself. All my fans, all my ACs, all my heaters. But I would say haters, all my heaters, the people who run through and at up the chat, and the people who give me the thumbs down, I still love them. Because the Bible said the truth hurts and it may cause offense, but is no sin. So I know not all my videos people are gonna love it. And there are people who are going to love it and go back and take back them love. But it's okay because even Jesus was never loved among everybody. A lot of persons were following him, but they never really loved him. So I do get it. And no offense, no hard feelings. I love you just the same. Tonight would have been a silent stream, Venica, but because I wasn't able to go live Friday and Saturday like I wanted to, so I had to come on tonight to make up for the live. So next week, hopefully, I'm going to have a speaker. I'll let you know which day, if it's Friday or Saturday. I'm going to have a speaker on the live, but I'll let you know as soon as possible. You want to come say hi?
Hello.
I'm turn it on your little face and say hi. Okay, people have been worried about you.
What?
You breathe heavy. You tired? Walk around the room, you're tired, you breathe heavy, so.
Yes, my aunt name is Hyacinth.
So that you come to tell me?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hyacinth, big up yourself.
Hyacinth Brown.
The camera right up on you.
Hold it. I'm hot. Watching the shorts.
Because me have on the camera, so that's why I'm like, Miss Hyacinth Brown, big up yourself. It don't matter, bro. Yeah, other. Yeah. Venica, where you there? Venica, the people that want audio. Venica, I'm not ask upon straight loud if you're straight or you're lead. I'm not ask you because I don't know who they on the video. We know you. Maybe somebody know you. I'm not talk a business pan blast, but message me on my Facebook or on my IG so I can add it to my campaign team because you're one of my top fans, you know. Samara, big up yourself, checking in for my wife today. All of the people over my campaign group, Journey with Kevin, all the people over the H group, now call out the name, big up on yourself. I shout out all the people who check in for me and check in for my wife. Shalamaze, big up yourself. You check in today. And your girl, your wifey, Mr. Girlfriend, and your wife, you check in today.
Yes, Latoya.
Big up on yourself. Latoya, you keep on a call Tasha for. You don't leave Tasha alone. Even if she's straight, bring her over there. Hey, Mr. Lucy, I go send you over Panama for the big woman. Right over Panama, me book your flight and send you. You see him tire. But big up all of my parents figure. A lot of persons on my live are adults figure. When I say adult, I mean older than 30 years old. But they still come support me. I do appreciate you all. Thank you all for taking the time out to come support me. I know I have a few young people who support me too. My love on all, whether on a young or on a old, whether on a straight, on a lean, heterosexual, cisgender, LGBTQ people or not. I appreciate you all for taking the time out to come and chill with me. So, people who are just tuning in, this is your boy Kevin. Where is the video? Did the video stop? The video stopped. Are you all seeing me? There's something magic, you know, come here talk and I not see nothing, I not hear nothing, I don't know if Mr. Tire say I'm still here. No, yes. You not see me now? Me da wipe off the phone screen and for some reason the camera just go past up there, so I'm like, okay, the video maybe stop, I don't know, poor thing. I come like the kid with the new toy. YouTube live has become my new hobby. I used to do Facebook live every now and then, but YouTube live is now my new hobby. So Venica, yes, if you're on my Facebook, send me a message on my Facebook. If you're not on my Facebook, find my Facebook page, Kevin Conscious Davis Transman. Let me drop the spelling. I'm gonna drop the spelling for you so you can find it. Kevin. You should be on my Facebook, you know. But let me give you the info for my business page. Follow the business page, like the business page, and then send me a message on the business page, and then we'll talk from there. We need to have a talk. Colette, hi Tasha, you okay? And the baby. So far, so good. But maybe I want you for an artillery.
Recovering. But baby's okay. She's kicking, moving. I come so that she can hear she daddy voice. And then I lay down just now.
I want to hear my voice, she over there kick. So she'll stay once. Once the baby hear my voice, I'll be here kicking. Yeah man, she gonna lay down back, she just come check in. Yes, people, same of everything, say you're welcome. Some of everything. I like your name though. Where you get the name from? Some of everything. The name they speak volume, you know. The name they sound, the name they speak volume, some of everything. Like my name, Journey with Kevin. The name they mean a lot of things. So yeah man, I'm still here. Just I go and click it so I can make my voice, so I can become monetized. So I'm shooting up some live every now and then to make up for my time. Guys, if there's any topic that you want me to touch upon, please feel free to throw me out your topic. You can comment it on my live when I'm done, the topic you want me to take on, or you can find me on my personal business page, Kevin Conscious Davis. Just follow the page, like the page, then you send me a message. If you don't do that, the message may not come, because the page is kind of a business page, so the message may not come through. They think you're just a average person trying to create problem. It may not come through. So send me the message on the, you said the camera stop. When you said the camera stop, look at me, see a ghost. I was like, ooh, what's going on? Yeah, crazy like that when I'm ready. So yeah man, if you have any topic you want me to touch upon, let me know, because a lot of heterosexual people have topics that they want to talk about, because I don't want my topics to only be LGBTQ related. So if you have a topic you want me to touch upon, I touch upon it. I touch upon incest already. I want to touch the infidelity topic, but I have to pray about it first, because a lot of pastors going to come down upon me when I'm ready. They take on the infidelity part, but I'm going to touch on it. But I have a lot of things lined up, but I don't want my contents to be LGBTQ related at all times. So that's why I say if there's any topic that y'all want me to touch upon, I don't have a problem. So Addy, what you up to over there? I think you're working tomorrow. Guys, remember to share my videos. I have a playlist called
What's that in your
Motivational.
hand? Skittles, yeah, Skittles.
The Skittles over
No,
there, so.
some in your hand.
Shay, I was having a conversation with the
Yeah,
people.
playlist. What about playlist?
One of my playlists is called Motivational Talk and Story Time. Or Story Time Motivational Talk. Guys, you need to check out that playlist. It has a lot of contents with information. Move now. Move, because if me come to take it, me mouth you go run. Move. Me know. Anyway, me come to take you go run, so move. You need to check out that playlist. Because there's a lot of topics in there that you need to learn about or understand or get a different insight. Because the way you see it might not be the way how I see it and the way other people see it. Should it be now?
Yeah, I want to see it through the comb.
Friday you will come and play with them. Friday's games day. You will come on Friday and play with them. Shay, at your age, no? You're 13 in 2 days'
But
time.
I'm technically
So
7.
Friday when it's games time, you come and have games with the people, or we can do games Tuesday.
6.
She will be 14 on
6.
Tuesday.
6.
Yeah, I see it now. So yeah, people, share the motivational page, share the motivational playlist, so that other people can learn things, other people can connect with
My
things,
lips shiny.
so that other people can see life from a different angle. People can see life from our side. Shay, get down. Because you're coming from the camera asking your teeth. You think a mirror? Excuse. This is time to be serious.
It's like,
Just come and skin out in front of the camera like you think a mirror.
I'm not doing anything. Serious face.
Yes, me kiss you now. Someone wants your serious face. Look more serious. I'm talking serious business.
I am gonna look serious.
I like to do different things, so that's when I came up with the name. Okay. Alright, that's another good one. I will keep praying for you all the love. Thank you very much, Akil. Big up yourself, bless up. So yeah, share the videos, because people might be going through things and they don't know who to talk to. Especially right now that the COVID is happening, people are afraid to even go out of their comfort zone, to even try to find the resources or the support system. A lot of persons don't have a support system. A lot of people are going through family problems, family trauma, and they can't even talk to anybody because they're afraid it goes back to their families. So when I touch upon different topics, people can see that they're not alone, and they have a place where they can come and listen and talk about it without other people hearing. Because even when I'm live and people comment on the live, some of the times I don't read their names. So I can read your problem and I don't read your name. Anytime a person put up a problem or a suggestion, like they say, I am going through the same situation, most times I don't read your names. So if somebody comes to watch the video 10 years later or 3 years later, they can't know it's you. If you're in an abusive situation and you say, I'm going through that right now with my boyfriend, I'm not going to read your name when I read your comment. So if somebody should share the video and say, Tina did that on Kevin live attack say her boyfriend and molest her, when the video goes out to whoever, there is no proof. Tina's name will not be there, because when you comment on my live, as soon as I publish the live, all your comments go away. So Tina boyfriend can come and watch the video and see that Tina was on it commenting. All he will hear is my voice reading the comments saying, I am going through the same situation. My baby father or my boyfriend is abusing me. He will not know who said the comment or who said the situation. Also, when I'm live, if people want to say anything and they don't want to comment it in the comments, there's a private way to do it. Go to my business page and send me an inbox, because whenever I'm live here, I normally open my Facebook page on my laptop so I can read. If anyone is sending me any personal comment, I can read it from my Facebook page without having to call their name or making it known to anybody who is commenting anything. Alright, so I always check my laptop to see if anybody is saying anything over on the Facebook for privacy reasons. So yeah man, keep watching me thing, keep sharing the videos. When you see a video, you like it, something connects to you or connects with you connect with something or connected with something in the video, share the video. Somebody else may learn something, someone else may connect with something from the video. So I've got like 6 minutes to go before my 3 hours. I'm gonna be here for the next 6 minutes. Please stay tuned with me. I'm on the bump and grind. I'm on the hustle. I'm not getting paid for all of this. All this work, all this information comes to you free of cost. So all you have to do is give the video a thumbs up and share the video. That is all I ask of you. Give the video a thumbs up and share the video. Coming over here to give my video a thumbs down, it doesn't help you and it doesn't make you a better person. In life, I always encourage people to be your best. If coming over here to give my video a thumbs down make you your best, then that is you. If being your best means putting other people down, then that is who you are. But I don't want to be friends with people like you. If being your best means robbing another man of his right, robbing another man of whatever he owns or earns, if that is you being your best, I do not want to be friends with you. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So I don't want to be friends with people who are like that. So people who like the positive message, the positive words, share the word. Tuesday is my daughter's birthday, so stay tuned. I'll be putting up another video very soon. Tomorrow I'm gonna take her shopping. If she's in the mood to go on camera, then I'll video her while we're shopping. She's kind of a little 13-year-old who feels like today I want to be on camera, tomorrow I don't. So it's the phase and the stage. You just have to entertain them. I'm learning so much from her as she grows, and she's learning so much from me as I go through my trans journey. Yeah, man. The thing of persons who are just coming in, you're catching me on my last 5 minutes. Been here for 2 hours and 56 minutes, running up my 3 hours. We spoke about a lot of things today. You all missed it, so you're gonna have to go back and watch the video. Topic was about long distance relationship, how to deal with long distance relationship. Then I send out some advice to parents who are dealing with kids right now, like children, teenagers, younger, like 18 years and younger, parents of children 18 years and younger. The way you socialize with your kids now, you have to change some of the things and the way you do things, because the way we were taught, the way our parents trained us, and the way in which we were socialized is kind of different now with the children nowadays, because they are a lot more educated than we were, and they are a lot more educated than our parents were. So the fact that we grew up in a different society, their society and their days are different. They are the millennium, where she would call me the boomer, the bloomer. So they are like practically the new millennium. So a lot of the knowledge where the Bible says what was hidden from the wise and prudent now revealed to the babe and suckling. Yep. So a lot of things that we never knew growing up as a child, they are exposed to it now. They understand it now even better than us as adults. So it's okay to stop and listen to your children when they have something to say. Teach them how to self-advocate. If this is not what they want or what they stand for, it should be okay to say it without feeling like you're hurting anyone. Also, people, think twice before you speak nowadays, because once you say it, you cannot take it back. If you're going to say something to hurt someone, make sure that is what you want to do, because when you hurt a person, you cannot take it back. You cannot undo it. So live good, be good. And them always say in Jamaica, if you can't be good, be what? Be careful. Life is like a river. You can never see the same set of water twice. It never runs two ways. It runs one way. So from baby stage, creeping stage, walking stage, running stage, climbing stage, and the cycle continues. You just have to embrace each cycle work with the changes, and let it flow. Colette, may I go miss you. I hope I'll be able to see you on my live now and then. I know you're going to take care of business, work situation, and make your money. I appreciate you for being here always, the support. I appreciate your mother for being on the live. I love your mother for that, Miss Sandra, knowing that your daughter is a part of the LGBTQ and you come on the live to support me and support her. That speaks volume of you, knowing that you are a parent and you were born in Jamaica too. Makes it even more heartwarming and warming to see a Jamaican parent accepts and understand your kid or your daughter for who she is. So people, that's it for me. I know you all don't want me to go because every time I decide to go, I see more people coming in. Right now I still have 14 people on the live, but I'm gonna have to go because some people are exhausted and my campaign team will not leave while I'm here. If I stay on here for 5 hours, my campaign team will stay for 5 hours, but I can't do that to them. It's a Sunday evening and they have to go and spend time with their family and catch up with other people and family and friends. So I'm not gonna be mean to them because I don't want to lose them. Campaign team, my love, you know, big up on yourself. Glad I was able to catch your live and I will be back again. Yes, darling, thank you for being here. I go live every weekend. When it's not Friday, it's Saturday or Sunday. And my lives mainly start at 7 p.m. So any Friday, Saturday or Sunday you're available, my live starts at 7 p.m. Just check it out. Click the notification bell so you can get the notification when I'm on or when I upload a video. Once you click the bell, click it to all so you can get the first notification or soon. As soon as I go on within a minute, you'll get the notification. All those who've been here today, all those who've stopped by, I love you. I thank you for being here. Stay good, walk good, big up yourself. Not say a word, man. Chip out.